What's closing out of your life for good? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Mia, here on Mostly in the Moment for another pick a card reading. So, at the time that I'm recording this, we're coming close to the spring equinox of 2026. This is a timeless reading, but this is kind of a pivotal time for humanity. This is when most of the collective are choosing 5D or 3D, and they already have on a soul level, but it's going to play out in the physical realm. So basically, this is kind of where you choose which timeline your soul would like to kind of continue growing on. So there's a lot of big things closing out for people that you will never have to experience again unless you choose to or want to for some reason. Maybe look back at for some learning experience or to share with someone. But ultimately, these things, these themes, these difficult scenarios or issues or cycles that kept repeating or were extremely difficult, negative, nasty, or just annoying, or kind of like, all right, I get the point of why I had this lesson in my life, but when is it going to finally fizzle out? Those types of energies are closing out for you for good. And for a lot of other spiritual folk who've been kind of diligent in their spiritual journey. So this reading, we have 7 piles here, but you can kind of pick more than one if you want. If you like, I'd pick one for your main energy, the main thing that's closing out that you know for sure will not be coming back for your life. But you can pick 2 or 3 piles if you would like. Additionally, just to see kind of more minor energies or kind of a clue or hint of other things that might be closing out or transforming in your life. So we have 7 piles here. The first is the Smoky Quartz. Then we have the Cavansite, the Kyanite, the Moldavite, the gold Tektite, the Scolecite, and the Lapis Lazuli. So whatever you feel kind of drawn to, whatever number, color, crystal, emoji that's with the timestamps below. This one you had to pick from the heart, or a random number generator, whatever floats your boat. But there it is. I hope you all are doing well. This is a huge transformative time. There's been an immense amount of energy coming in. This is a timeless reading, so this energy will kind of repeat in the years to come. It has been in the past years around the same time, and it will continue for the years to come. It's just, this is one of the stronger points of this energy. So I hope you enjoy this reading. I hope it's helpful, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, beautiful pile 1 with the Smoky Quartz. We're looking at what's closing out for good in your life. All right, so I'm going to go into, it's a slightly different spread than usual, but it's basically the same 4 cards. 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom kind of setup. I'm going to see if there's anywhere specific Spirit is saying is closing out for good. And then if there's any other kind of minor areas that are affected as well. So let's see. Spiritual, fire, water, just emotional, air, mental, and earth, physical. All right. So I do get that it's mostly this mental energy, and there's something spiritual going on too. So these two are linked. Spiritual and emotional, it looks clear for you. So you have a really good sense of self, purpose, what makes you happy. You're on top of your lessons in life. I feel like you understand you did all the work that you need to for your emotional life with your connections to others. That is about to kind of go in a great direction. But the main thing, and then physical thing, I don't see you having any issues. We have swords for all of these. You have a very good head on your shoulders. Everything you're thinking, your visions, your goals is right on track. Now the air, the mental, the sword sign, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So something is Something is up. You definitely have an analytical mind. You're highly intelligent. But it's like it would overwhelm some people to think this deeply and this detailed about all the aspects of their life. But you are capable of it. In fact, you are meant for it. You're meant to take on a bigger mental load in terms of thinking and planning things through, figuring out the steps for your visions, being able to visualize very, very well, speak, be able to share your ideas very well, and have a clear vision for not just yourself, but you can kind of see it for other people, for other entities, like a company or a location. You're able to kind of see trends or maybe kind of like the future, be able to predict the future really well just because of the way that you think, the way that you can recall information or connect different information together. You have a very analytical mind, and although it overwhelm a lot of people, it does not overwhelm you. In fact, you excel in it, and that is kind of your little gift. All right, so let's go into the air sign here, because we got the Wheel of Fortune. What's kind of closing out for good? Your plans and goals. We have the Six of Pentacles. New opportunities or ideas. Communication and expression. Conflict and solution. Okay. Conflict and solution. There is this new idea or opportunity that you kind of already know is coming in for you or has already come in for you. So you're kind of all set with that. Your plans and goals are going according to plan. So that's great. Whatever goals you have, whatever new opportunity that has already come in for you or will be coming in for you, you kind of already know, like, you set yourself up really well for that. Two of Swords and Two of Wands here. Communication and expression. You actually physically communicate or express yourself well. It's kind of how you know that your goals are going according to plan. You can gauge. I feel like you can you can take any kind of information that comes at you and be able to pull what you need to from it. So when you're talking to others, based on how people react to how you speak and express yourself, is alerting you, is telling you that you're going in the right direction and that you are actually at that place that you've always wanted to be, or kind of accomplish some sort of mastery in some sort of communication or expression or something that you're interested in or something that you always want to accomplish in terms of speech, I'm hearing. Okay. And then, but the main thing that's closing out for you, again, mentally, has to do with conflict and solutions. Let's see. Conflict, solution. Someone coming back. A business. So a business is coming back. A business idea or a career. So something that you have been working on in terms of career, your job, your business. This is something I'm getting that like you've been working on, and something that you use in terms of creative expression. That is what's coming back. And it's going to solve a lot of the problems that you had. I feel like a lot of your problems that you had were specifically related to this business or career or job. And I feel like you're like, well, I'm doing what I'm supposed to, but it's not enough. And now it's going to be more than enough. So I do feel like you're going to find some sort of success in some sort of business or career endeavor that you have already been in or have done in the past. It's coming back. to be more of a success. Clouds, yeah. Worry, negativity. I feel like in the past, this career or job or business opportunity only caused grief or negative emotions. It feels like every time you felt like you got clarity, it didn't really prove to be anything in the physical. I'm getting resilience. I feel like you did it. Whatever you needed to do, like you held out, you did what you were supposed to do. You put in work day in and day out, and now you're going to reap the rewards. I feel like you kind of stuck it out where most people would have quit, but you kept going with it. I feel like charm. I feel like you have natural charisma, and it bodes well in this, whatever this line of work is. So whatever it is, whether you work for a certain industry, if you're a VP of marketing, or if you work in advertising, or if you are an artist or musician, or you have this like unique idea that you want to kind of put out there. If you're a writer, an art advocate, if you have some sort of hobby or interest that's kind of niche and that you kind of want to make into your full career, if you had a very specific idea for a product or service and you know that is something that the collective needs, you know it should be successful but just never got off the ground, this is what's coming back and you're going to be successful. Reckoning in reverse. Let's see, what is this reckoning about? So I have a feeling that like you kind of knew like this is something that you have mastered and are good at, or could be good at and could master, and that it's just a matter of time. And Spirit saying the time is now. This was always been your dream, but I feel like you were thinking about leaving your dream, because if it's not working out for you in this lifetime, like you're not just gonna keep pushing it. But I feel like that's when it all happens, right? When you're thinking about leaving it, or thinking about, like, I should have taken a risk this one last time. That's usually when it happens for you, right? Okay, the truth. The truth of the matter is, you've always been successful in this, but now you're just going to get, like, the kind of success that you imagined would come with this. So the Spirit is saying, like, you were successful with this physically. It did give you a lot of, like, you were successful. Like, you did hit the mile markers. You did get monetary compensation for this work. I do feel like you did get the raises. You did get noticed. You did get the recognition. I just feel like it just never hit for you correctly, because it's like, I should be getting more. I should be, at a further in my career without as much time and energy and effort I put into it. But Spirit is saying, like, so this is that period of time where you weren't getting fairly compensated for the type of energy, work, and mastery that you've been putting into whatever this career or job or business is now going to be paying off. Do we have time frames? I'm getting 1, 2, 3. So if you can just pick 1, 2, 3. There's Smokey Quartz. He's our hematite. Red calcite. Okay. Good one. Sodalite. Okay. So just quickly pick one of these crystals, or just pick 1, 2, 3. I'll get a time frame for you. Smoky Quartz, we got, it's time to go. You've already started. This has already started for you. An acquaintance, someone has come into your life or will come into your life like literally anytime now. And they're going to help you kind of unburden yourself, because I feel like one of the reasons that like this didn't really take off as much as you wanted to in the past is because it all kind of fell on you. So now you're going to get some like assistance or some help or an opportunity through this person. Let me see. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune cycles. Yeah, it's a new cycle beginning. So you're not gonna be doing this work alone or with a small team anymore. You're gonna do it with a bigger team or a team in general, or you're gonna get an opportunity to do the same kind of work but with someone else, in collaboration with someone else, or for someone else, or someone else kind of taking over some aspects of this business or your responsibilities. Okay, so for the hematite, I do see wasting your time in reverse. You're going to find that everything that you've been doing is going to pay off. So all the work that you have done before already, and this differs from the first one, is going to pay off. So the things that you already did is going to make you money. So the things that you've already done in this career or this business, old products or old services or old ways of doing things, old methodology, or things that you've already have out there, they're going to start making money. They're going to be picked up. They're going to be noticed. So you're going to see that happen for you. Hematite pile. Oh, wow. So we get the 9 of Wands and we get the 10 of Wands. Again, I'm getting a release of burdens. So that's kind of like a common theme. It's like a release of burdens, service to others, charity work, helping. I do feel like you kind of spent a lot of time helping others, and now you're going to get that. Like, you're gonna be able to help even more people, which is gonna make your business thrive. So I feel like you always had that intention in mind of helping others. Like, that was the purpose of this work. And Spirit's like, because you had that really pure intention for the entirety of this business, you're gonna be able to help a lot more people, and that's like a privilege. That's an honor to honorable purpose in this lifetime, and not everyone gets that because it's nice. It makes you happy, makes you fulfilled to be able to help others. And never everyone gets to play that role out and have that honor. You do. And, the upside of that is like you're also going to increase your revenue. You're going to make a lot of money by helping more people, and feeling fulfilled in that. But not everyone gets to that point, and it's because not everyone deserves to. Because not everyone has the purest intent when they go into service for others, right? Okay, and then the sodalite pile. Next couple of days in reverse. I'm getting like, this has already started and it's just going to play out for the next couple of days, or literally it's going to start like right around now, or, and it's going to, or within the next couple of days, sooner than that. So sooner than the next couple of days. So you can see this is all kind of like now energy. See here, network of people again. So it's a similar theme but slightly different. You're definitely going to have a lot of people you're going to be working with, which is going to be better for you. Opportunity. I feel like you're going to have the opportunity to work with other people who are in the same line of work. The World Ascension, I do feel like these are other light workers, or people who are kind of in that same mindset. So you're going to be connecting to a lot of people who are like light workers. The 8 of Swords here. I feel like I'm getting a before and after. Yeah. I feel like you kind of don't see this opportunity coming, and it kind of surprises you, and you're kind of just like, whoa, like this just came out of nowhere. So I feel like you have no idea about this opportunity. It's going to come out of nowhere. You can't even expect it. It's divine. And you get connected with a lot of like-minded people, temporary alliance, who I feel like kind of get you to where you need to go. So I do feel like you get the right people to connect with to figure out your next steps very quickly. What is this type of opportunity? Book, education, research. I feel like you get the right people who put you in the right direction of what you need, what kind of resources you need to make your business or career successful. And they give you all the right info, all the right resources, where to find it, what's the best brand, what's the best place to get this information, and best person to talk to, best people to talk to, what best classes to take, best books to read, like all that kind of stuff for your next thing. Like you're connecting with the right people who've like been there, done it. And a lot of us, like we kind of sometimes need, especially if you've been solo or on a small team for a very long time, or very small amount of people that kind of motivate you in your purpose in your career. you kind of get stuck with the same old, same old. So this is like a brand new, fresh amount of people and resources that are going to tell you exactly what you need to do. I'm getting kind of like an energy of people who've already been successful in where you want to go. So it's going to be super helpful. All right, pile one. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. What is closing out for you for good is not getting the kind of success you were hoping for, wishing for, knew you could get in terms of your career and business. And as you can see, there's like so much success coming for you because you put a lot of energy in it and hard work already in this in the past, or you've been still working on it. I feel like you might have this energy of maybe leaving it or maybe kind of doing something else in order to kind of supplement your income or to kind of get a more steady, stable salary, or salary that you feel like you're deserving of. And exactly when you're about to leave or make changes in your current career and business, this happens, and you get the right people, you get connected to the right resources, and there's something else I'm trying to. You get unburdened. That burden of keeping up with a soul mission that isn't producing as much monetary and material abundance as you hoped, that's gonna change. And you know why, and you kept the pure intent, and it's like the lucky few that get to help others and make money, good, great, excellent amount of money doing it and helping more and more people. It's like you deserve that. You get the good things in life. All right, pile one, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hey, beautiful pile two, with a Cavansite crystal, we're looking at what is closing out of your life for good. So we're going to kind of go in a general topic and then a more specific topic based on what Spirit is saying is definitely closing out. I'm going to try to focus on one main thing, but maybe 2 or 3 will come out. Okay, lovers, so spiritual. Okay, so for sure, something spiritual. And water, emotional. Not really. I think your emotional part of your life is fine. Mental too. I feel like emotionally, in terms of connections with others, you're kind of taking like maybe a break. Like you're good where you are, and I feel like before you go to the next step with improving current connections or making new connections in your life, romantically, family, friends, or whatever, people, coworkers, like I feel like you're just kind of taking a break from that. Mentally, I feel like you're a deep diver. I feel like you think deeply, and I feel like you're also taking a break with that. I feel like you're just kind of focusing on what inspires you right now, what you're focusing on yourself, which is great. I feel like you need to, because I feel like you do so much for other people in life. You care about things in detail. Like you need a second to just think about yourself. Okay, then earth and physical. I feel like you are excited and ready for something new in your life, but before you do, you kind of want to check in with yourself. All right, so there is something closing out. Let's go into the spiritual, because that's where it is. Let's see what is closing out of your life for good. Okay, so self-care, self-love, temperance. Okay, something with that. Happiness and gratitude. Wow, the Hierophant with that too. Purpose and alignment. The Queen of Swords. And lessons and cycles. The High Priestess. Okay. So I feel like you're really, really good with your purpose in life. You feel like you're aligned. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're letting things happen at this time because you're in a really pivotal transitional part of your life and you know it. And you've been kind of doing all the things. You're doing all the things that you're supposed to do. I feel like that's why you're kind of mentally exhausted. It's just because you've been thinking a lot. You've been planning a lot. And you kind of you're good. You're good with everything. You're good with this area of your life, that area of your life. Everything's set up. Everything's on its way. Everything's in you're already making moves in it. It's already kind of happening for you. So this is a kind of a time where you're kind of like, okay, I have a minute to just check in with myself and like see how things are going for me. I feel like you're someone who kind of takes care of a lot of things, too many people, too many responsibilities. And I feel like I took care of everything. Now I'm just going to focus on me for a second before a new physical things come into your life, and new physical opportunities, or even moving, changing careers, or things take off. I feel like you're taking a second to give yourself some love, which you really totally deserve, pile two. I feel like you're trying to hide out. With the Cavansite and this kind of thing, this temper is kind of looking like a cave. I feel like you're kind of trying to like avoid people. Like here, this emotional part, I feel like you're trying to avoid people as much as possible. Like even like little things, you're like, I don't have energy for you, like literally. All right, so self-care, self-love. Okay, so we have 3 areas here in the spiritual sector. Self-care, self-love, pets and animals. So if you do have pets and animals, I feel like you're spending time with them right now a lot. And I feel like there's a significance to that. I do hear that with the energy change that's happening on the planet right now, you are becoming more psychic, and who better to do that with than your fellow companions, best friends, furry babies, your pets and animals. I think this is going to be an excellent time for you to connect with your pets. If not, I feel like a lot of you might be getting a pet, or if you have a friend or someone you know, family member that has pets, you might want to hang out with them for a little bit, or you might just want to be out in nature for a bit. I do sense that you will be able to talk to them. You'll be able to psychically connect, because this is like such a like nexus point in the energetic transformation on this planet, that like crazy things are going to be starting to happen. Like people are going to have their like psychic abilities come online, especially those who are connected to their feminine energy. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be female. Males and females both are connected to their feminine aspects, their spiritual, their psychic aspects. We all have really strong psychic abilities that we were guided to kind of forget about and kind of use our abilities to help those in power. That is no longer going to be the case. And a lot of that is going to be like a lot of people who are kind of facing the truth and kind of discovering their inner universe are going to start have their abilities come online very strongly. And it's going to be, I mean, it's not going to happen like overnight. For some of you, many people, it's going to happen overnight, but for many more, it's going to be kind of a gradual thing. And so hanging out with your pets and you know, trees and plants and nature and all that kind of stuff, it's going to really, really start attuning your body and tuning your energies to the divine things out there in the physical world. So trees and animals, and even like the weather, the earth, food. A lot of food. So you're going to be starting to attune to these things and be able to hear it, see what resonates with you, see what that energy is feeling, what that energy is it aligning with you? Do you need to eat this certain kind of fruit right now? Is your body asking for it? Are the trees kind of protecting you? Are they kind of guiding you, encouraging you, warning you? Are your animals, are you able to understand them better? Are they kind of like, you already have like a link to them if you've been with a pet for a long time, but like you're gonna start to notice that you're gonna be able to like kind of almost start talking to them without the need of buttons. Okay, so that is a big thing. That was in self-love, self-care. And the reason it's self-love, self-care for you, pile 2, to tune into these nature things, rejuvenation, is because your soul's asking for it. It's like asking to be kind of connected to its natural essence. We've been manipulated so much that it's your soul sometimes cries out for it. And the more spiritual you get, the more further along your journey you get, the more you heal, the more you kind of figure out who you are, discover your shadow aspect, your inner child, your divine aspect, your spark. The more you discover that like there's so much going on in our inner universe, and like sometimes your spirit begs to be connected to its soul, connected to its true essence. And I don't care how advanced you are in the spiritual teachings and practices. Like, we all are in it together. We're all a collective. And there's always more to learn. And discover and work on, and like, I'm getting like images of like monks and stuff like that. Like, even they have to different ways that they can connect to their spirituality. So yeah, there's always like different aspects. That's why there's so many of us, because we all bring out different parts of this spiritual journey. Okay. So your soul is crying out for it. You're ready, pile 2. You're someone who is like very close to God, very close to source energy. And so your soul cries out for it more than most, because it remembers more, it understands more, it's connected more. Because you took the time and energy to do it. You're also kind of born with it, and you also kind of have been guided all your life to do it. So pile 2. You're being asked to connect to your true nature. For the sake of self-love, self-care. Makes your soul happy. Okay, and then the happiness and gratitude. What's going on there? Group of people. I do feel with the Hierophant, which is kind of like the marriage card, I do feel like there's certain rituals or spiritual practices that you could only really do with other people, and they're coming in for you. Pile 2, you have your soul family here, and it's going to just make you even more happy. It's going to be able to sustain your happiness and your gratitude energies. I feel like you're the kind of person who's always felt like if you have the right people in your life, like, you're happy, you're good. You can conquer anything, any issues that come up. You can share your happiness and energies with others who share it back with you. Like, that's true wealth. That's true abundance. And so I do feel like you've had a trouble with that in the past. No more. You're done. That is leaving your life. That's done for good. You are always going to have from now on, strong soul family members in your life consistently for the rest of your physical life here. That is going to be, and they're going to continue with you, obviously, on the other side. But like, that is something you don't have to worry about ever again, is not having the right people to do this kind of spiritual work with. Because I do feel like you're like quite advanced at this point, that you kind of need other people to do kind of the bigger things. Okay. Yeah, so you're connecting to your true essence. Once those abilities come online, pile 2, you're not going to be able to have to shut it off. So you're going to be able to tune into things, especially living things. So people, plants, the earth, animals. And to an extent, like, the energies of material things. But it kind of like, I feel like it starts off with like you're going to be able to feel into the energies, the frequencies of things better. But it starts off with things that hold the most highest frequencies, which are like living things that are divinely connected, like, like plants and animals and stuff. And obviously, your soul family. So like, you're going to connect with the strongest divine vibrations for us, which is like pure nature and pure soul family. And then you're going to slowly realize that you can connect to other material things and other like man-made things as well, and also people who are maybe not the highest vibration or more resonant frequency. So you're going to be able to kind of tune into those frequencies. Okay. Wow. So abilities are coming online. You're no longer you're not going to have to do these things alone again. You're not going to be alone ever again. I feel like you had a really difficult solo journey, especially spiritually, even if you had friends and family and this and that, coworkers, whatever. I feel like this inner journey has been more lonesome, and that's not going to be the case anymore. And then also connecting to your true nature, whatever your gift is, that's definitely going to come on much, much stronger, starting with connecting with the more divine parts of that ability. Okay, and then We're going to skip purpose and alignment because you already know that you're on it. That's good. Lessons and cycles. Are there any difficult lessons or cycles that are finally closing out? A friend. I feel like you had a very difficult time with friendships. I feel like you might have always had like one good friend, but one or a few good friends. But like I feel like in the end, they all kind of, you outgrew them. They no longer resonate with you. They left you. You left them. It fizzled out, or they weren't the kind of friend that you thought they were, or needed them to be. Maybe one or two or few friendships ended really badly. But I feel like for you, pile 2, there's always been a issue with friendship. I think that's why you have the number 2, because you in the Lovers card here is because you yearned for connection. That's like your main thing in life. Like is you yearned for desired connection with others. And it kind of showed up in friendships a lot, probably your relationships a lot as well. Even things like business partnerships, or I don't know. I feel like you're really good at one-on-one relationships, but they've never really kind of turned out the way you expected, or worked out for you, or something like that. Okay, so what is that? Upheaval. Tower. Whoa. That is going through a major transformation. How so? New door opening. So I do feel like you might have come to a point in your life where you had to kind of say goodbye to a lot of people. When I say a friend, I mean just someone that you connect with on a deeper level. I did this like heart, like spiritual exercise once where I had to connect with my heart, and my heart was calling everyone friends. Like this friend, that friend, whether it was a family member or actual friend or just someone I know, a neighbor or a coworker or whatever. It just called everyone friends, and I'm like, that's so cute. Like, your heart doesn't differentiate between. They don't put that label like we do on people. We just see, like, the heart just sees everyone as a friend if you know them, and not a friend if you don't know them, or a possible friend, a friend you haven't met yet. And so like it's really cute. Like the heart really just sees everyone as a friend or friend potential. So it's really devastating for your heart when you kind of lose someone in your life. I think for you, pile 2, more than most, I think you have you're really deep. And so you connect with people very deeply. And I feel like even people you met for like a short period of time, when you have to say goodbye, it's kind of like difficult for you to say goodbye. Like you kind of go all out with a goodbye, or kind of just completely cut and run because it's too hard. So I do feel like when you connect with someone, like you connect very deeply. And so something is changing in that regards. Let's see. What is changing in that regards? Child. Youth, playfulness. So I do feel like you're going to be connecting with people who can at least bring out your inner child, connect with your inner child, your inner teenager, your inner young adult energies. So these are people who are going to be resonating with you very, very deeply. And I think that's what you do, because you're just such a deep person that it's hard to connect with people who aren't that deep. Because it's like one-sided then, because like you go deep and they kind of go surface, or like they try to go as deep as they can, but it's never enough for you, pile 2. So I do feel like you're going to be connecting with a lot of people who can go that deep, because they have gone that deep themselves. So deeper connections for sure. I do feel like if you don't have children, you're children bearing ages or having age, then I do feel like you're going to be bringing in children who are going to be also getting that passed on to them, that level of depth of connection and love. And then in terms of friends, if you're a child having age, male, female, I think you might be completely surprised how quickly that might be coming true for you, whether you want it or not at this time. I do feel like partnership is going to come in quicker. You might kind of go into the partnership faster because of that child or whatever. And then I also might see, happy home, happy marriage. I do see partnership coming in. But I just also do feel like people who feel like home, feel like community, feel like, similar to you, has as much depth as you is coming into your life. So family, we heard. So I do feel like pile 2 for you specifically, we do see that connecting to your true nature. So your psychic ability is going to come online. So like no more kind of feeling like you're like not connected to the things around you. There's something about that. It amplifies your energy when you're able to kind of collect things that resonate with you around you. So your physical environment is important. And they're telling you in order to do that, you have to connect to nature, plants and animals, food, and high vibrational people. So you will be getting closer to some sort of soul family. And I do feel like there's like this partnership and children coming into your life sooner than you think. Yeah, because the tower is like going to happen any minute. All right, so if you want, I could pull some timing cards real quick. So we have the Smokey Quartz, the red calcite, and the lepidolite. If you would just pick one real quick, if you want a timing card of when this is happening, in what order. Okay, so I'm going to pick 2 coming. All right, I'm going to start pulling cards now for Smokey Quartz. There's no more time. It's happening now. So like the psychic thing is happening right now. And by the end of the week, so before the end of the week, I feel like this partner is coming in. Okay, red calcite. Give it time. It's in the works. I feel like for you, the connecting to your true nature part is that's what's gonna like take a minute. I'm getting a month or 2 to really, really ground that in. Whereas for the first one, it's like already happening. Like you're probably in like a weird like psychedelic trip right now. And then August, we got 22, and the timestamp for this pile was 22. So I do feel like August, if it's like coming up this year, and if you're watching this at another time and you're already past August, then I do feel like it's in like 5 to 7 months from when you're watching this. Yeah, but I do feel like you're going to be connecting in with nature a lot in that time. Meantime, casual love interest. And I do feel like you'll be start connecting to a lot of soul family members. In the meantime, it starts kind of casually. And I feel like they're the ones who kind of connect you to your romantic soulmate later. Or maybe they come in with this group and you kind of connect with them romantically a little bit later on. Yeah, why is this for the first pile? Why is everything happening so quickly? Home. I feel like because it's tied to your physical environment. What about your physical environment? Hard work. I feel like it's done. Like whatever you were doing in your current home, the energies are too. They don't resonate with you anymore. Your energy is too high frequency, so you're going to be like moving locations or homes very soon. And victory, and I do feel like things start happening for you very, very quickly. So these people coming in, this kind of psychic gift coming online, it happens a bit more intensely but quickly, and obviously for your husband it's good sooner than later. Smoky Quartz. Okay, red calcite. I do feel like you have people who kind of come in. Oracle of Lightning. Yeah, Queen of Wands, determination. And I feel like you're having too much fun because like it's really fun connecting with these people who are on the same page as you. I feel like you're just having fun with all these new friends that you kind of don't want to step into something too quickly, a project or a relationship too quickly. You kind of just want to have the fun while you can. So I do feel like you're someone who kind of just like wants to enjoy that time with these new friends before committing to anything. Okay, and then for the lepidolite energies, your psychic abilities, next spring in reverse. So like I feel like it's this spring. So if it's springtime for you, that's when it's coming in. If springtime is later in the year, that's when it's going to come in. And then for like the people or this person, next fall. Okay. So I feel like if you're in spring right now or it's happening for you soon, that's when the psychic ability is going to come online. And then like this person romantically is going to come in next fall. And if I feel like if you're watching this, it could also resonate that like it's happening in this next season. And then the person is going to come in 2 seasons after that. If that makes sense. Okay. Exercise, physical movements, body. I feel like it's because your psychic ability is really connected to your physical body. So it takes a little bit longer to kind of physically come online. Because the other ones, it feels like it's a little bit more mental. Yours is actually a physical ability that comes online. So it manifests a little bit, it's like a little bit more stronger and a little bit more, it needs to get grounded a little bit more because it's coming into the physical realm, into your physical body. The stork, yeah. Oh, it's probably, for some of you, if you've never been pregnant, I do feel like it's because of the ability comes online when you change your body in that way. Males too, if you never had a baby, like this is going to change you irrevocably physically. So it's like going to be like a big thing for you and your partner. I feel like you guys are going to go through a physical transformation. It doesn't have to be like you're having a baby, but just you two coming together. I feel like your bodies are going to literally change because of how strong your psychic abilities are. For the others of you, you two coming together is going to change you because of the baby that you create together. Whether it's your first time or you're just going to create it. I'm not getting anything for like if you're past the childbearing age. Family member. It could be like a grandchild that you both have, a new grandchild that might be really connected to your soul. It might be even actually a part of one or both of you. This new grandchild coming in. It could be a niece and nephew, but I'm getting for most of you it could be a grandchild. If you're not of childbearing age, then it's like grandchild. And I do feel like it's like a great grandchild. This child coming in, that's part of the family, or like part of your soul family. Like it has a piece of your soul or yours and your partner's soul. So there's like a stronger connection there. That kind of stuff is going to start happening more and more because as we're going into 5D, like we can bring more of our soul into the physical and as more than one body here. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay. Lost in reverse. Yeah, I feel like if you had like maybe if you had like a child that passed away or a really significant family member or a friend that passed away, they're going to come back in this energy. So yeah, they might be even born already and then you're going to finally meet them or something like that. And you can recognize that their soul. See, because you're going to start connecting with like energies that are resonant with your energy that's like aligned or divine or both. So yeah, you might have someone that you lost in your life come back in that way. A family member or someone you felt like it was a family. Okay. So pile 2. I do feel like there are people coming to your life where you will no longer have to take care of this spiritual burden alone ever again. In fact, some crazy cool things are going to be happening to you, pile 2. Yeah, I hope you're excited for it. It's happening very soon. And I hope you enjoyed the reading and it was helpful. And if it did, I appreciate a comment. With that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 3 with the Kyanite. We're looking at what is closing out of your life for good. So I'm going to look at a general 4-card spread to see like where Spirit feels like is the most important part that's closing out for you. And then we'll go into the details based on that. Okay, so let's start. Fire, spiritual. Yep. There's something spiritual that's closing out for you. Water, emotional. I feel like the spiritual thing needs to come first before the emotional clarity. So I feel like there's something that's like stuck. And I feel like with your connections with people, I feel like something is stuck. Whether it's your romantic partner or your friends, family, or just like people around you right now that you're connecting to. I feel like there's like something like maybe the connection is stagnant, stuck, not moving, not getting anywhere. Maybe there's not new energy coming in. You don't know what to do with certain people in your life, or there's something about like confusion with the people in your life. Like I feel like you know what you're supposed to do, but you're like kind of confused if like when should I let go of this person, or should I move forward with this person? Like I feel like you kind of have a deep knowing, but you don't want to make any moves or make rash decisions unless like you kind of like absolutely know. And I feel like you're trying to get this like absolute knowing, like, is this person good for me? Is this person right? Should I move on from this person? Am I gonna regret it? Like, should I keep going? Like, should I just like talk to this person less but keep them in my life? Like I feel like there's like all those questions coming up for you, pile 3. And I feel like it's because you want to be absolutely sure before you make any decisions with this person or people. Okay, and mentally you're sharp, you're good. I feel like you're a very caring, nurturing soul, and you're like, I will do what is best for all involved, including myself, including the other person or other group. You're like, I will handle things the right way. I just want to know what the right answer is, so that I know what to do next. Like I know how to handle it. Like I feel like you're really good about like how to like wrap things up with people, wrap up projects, wrap up connections, kind of, break up if you need to, or take time from a connection, put up boundaries and like whatever or be more there for a person, knowing that like that's the right thing to do, is the right thing for you too. It's not going to be an energy suck or a time suck or whatever. Like I feel like you're really good about making decisions and knowing in your heart it's good for all involved when you know what that decision is. But I feel like there's something kind of preventing you from really knowing what that is. Okay, and then Earth. For Earth, 2 cards kind of want to come out, so I'm just going to do 2. Okay. Which is your physical life. I feel like in the physical, something is about to come through. I do feel like it's something emotional. So I do feel like there's something like a person or a relationship that's about to kind of continue on to the next step or come into your life. And so you kind of get this feeling like, okay, like I feel like my love life is, and for most of you, it's gonna be a love life. Like if you feel like there's a positive change happening in your love life, whether you're with someone or single, I feel like you get that energy. But I feel like you're doing maintenance. Like you want to make sure that you kind of get rid of the connections that no longer serve you and kind of make room for new, better connections or current connections to kind of grow more in your life. So I do feel like you're doing inventory in terms of personal connections, and it stems from something spiritual, something with your relationship with yourself and God. So let's see what that is, because it'll help you make decisions in regards to love and family and friends like so much more easier. Okay, so what is that? For spiritual, we have self-care, self-love. How is that for you? The Devil in reverse, really good. You are someone who has like, I'm hearing like clawed your way out of doing too much for others, or like always having your well dry, always having your cup empty. Like I feel like you're someone who used to burn out a lot, and now you kind of made sure that will never happen again. So I am getting this energy of you prioritize yourself in any kind of important decision you make in your life. Awesome. Great. That's good. Because when it comes to these people, I feel like you're like, wait, some of these connections aren't good for me right now. Like, I need to figure out what that is. So I do feel like, yeah, you're doing some inner work inventory in terms of people. Happiness and gratitude. That's great too. You're really on top of your stuff, pile 3. You know what you need to do to keep yourself happy and healthy and sane, and look out for yourself. That's really great. You're doing great. You're doing an excellent job. Okay, and then in terms of purpose and alignment, that's where it is. The Hanged Man upright. Purpose and alignment. I feel like you're kind of figuring out like what to keep in your life and what not to. It's people, but also kind of things that you like doing, maybe hobbies, maybe some like workout routines or lifestyle choices, diet preferences. Little hobbies and interests and activities that you do. I feel like you're kind of like, what should I cut out in my life and what should I not? So I feel like you have the upper hand here because I feel like you are aware of it, but you just kind of want to know so you can make moves. Again, for this 4th energy, I'm getting 2 cards. Okay, so lessons and cycles. Explorer of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and the Explorer of Swords. Okay. It's King of Pentacles. Oh, no, sorry. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Pentacle of Swords. I think Spirit is just kind of, again, saying you have a really strong head on your shoulders. You're really good about making decisions. I feel like you're normally able to figure out the right things for yourself and what you want to get rid of and what you don't. But I feel like there's like a specific decision or specific options or multiple decisions that you kind of like for the first time you're like, or, you know, you're kind of stumped. You're like, wait, I actually don't know the best course of action here, or the best timeline, the best direction to go in. And I feel like you're normally very, like, you research that, you ask questions, you know, you kind of feel into it intuitively. You're usually really good at making these decisions, but like right now, I feel like there's like too many options or not enough options that it's kind of really, or not enough good ones that you're kind of just like, wait, I don't actually know what the right choice here because I don't have the best options. Like, so what am I supposed to do? Choose something that's like, I know is like not the best, or maybe you're overwhelmed with good options. Like there's something about like the options are good or not enough or too many. There's something about that, which is what's confusing you. Okay, so let's look into that. I just saw 5757. How freaking perfect is this? Okay, so 5757, this is just like a random post on Pinterest, was like, means you are going through changes in life that require you to pull back from your outer world and focus on what you need for a change. You've spent so much time worrying about others, but what about you? Now's the time for introspection. Be kind, gentle, and caring towards yourself. It's okay to indulge in self-care and self-love practices. And show the universe you are deserving of good things. Raise your vibrational frequency and manifestation follows. Yeah, so you're really kind of like, there's major life changes that are happening, but they require your inner focus, spiritual growth, and alignment with your divine purpose. So you're really being kind of called to kind of focus inwardly right now, because like there's major changes happening in your life right now. Yeah, and you care about other people so much and doing the right thing by them. And what's that the thing? Indulge in self-love, self-care, so you can raise your frequency. So I feel like you're being asked to kind of pull back and then see, like, literally doing inventory. This could be not just people, but things and routines that you have in your life. Physical things, routines, activities, like whatever. Make a list of it, right? All of it. And see what kind of, like, matches your energy now. Or matches kind of the energy you want to go towards. and what doesn't. You know, I'm getting like the Marie Kondo spark joy lady. Like I'm getting like, it's like do that but for yourself. It's time to kind of organize your spiritual closet, right? So I feel like you're gonna have to sit with yourself, and then like I would write down like 4 lists, like a list of all the people in your life, a list of all like the like main categories of physical material things in your life, at least that were significant, like, you know, like a car or your clothes or your furniture, like that kind of thing. And then, you know, if looking into each one, you can probably find out like if there's things that you need to let go of or something like that. And then a list of like daily routines that you do, like things that you do almost every day or almost every day. And then a 4th category of, let's see, we did activities, things you focus on. I just saw 111. The things that you focus on in your life. So things that you feel like are important. Are there any issues or conflicts that you take a lot of your focus? So is there a vision or goal that it takes a lot of your focus, or you would like to focus on more? Certain people, certain things that you worry about, or things that you want to focus on, like just a list of all that stuff. Goals that you had that you want to be, you know, just, yeah, like goals, whatever you kind of think about throughout the day. And then kind of go through each thing and then be like, what is there, like 3, like, you know how Marie Kondo is kind of like, does it spark joy? And if it does, you're going to keep it. And then there's like a donate and discard pile, right? There might be things that like are good for you or that you want to kind of revisit, maybe not right now. Or were good for you and that no longer resonates. And then there's this card pile, which is like something that no longer resonates and probably never will, and that you can get let go of for good. So like those 3 piles for every item on all 4 of those lists. It's like it seems tedious, but like once you get into it, or you make it like a fun thing to do, like you kind of like, it's easy kind of really to see what you need to do, what you need to get rid of in your life. And I feel like for you, pile 3, like what's leaving your life for good is like a lot of things, a lot of little things that equal a lot of big things. And I feel like you're kind of advanced. So like you have say in what goes. You're like collaborating with your higher self and your spirit team to kind of work together to be like, okay, like this is what's gonna go. This is, you know, I'll check in with this. Maybe I'll check in within in a week or a month to see if I still feel the same way about this. You know, it's good to kind of like visually see where you are, and writing it out. Lists is great. Talking out loud to yourself is great, or to a friend or mentor or whoever, AI. Just because, like, when you write things and say things out loud, like every part of you, every aspect of you can hear it. It's on the same page. Because we sometimes compartmentalize our personalities and ourselves. And so this is a way to kind of have all parts of yourself be aware of the upcoming changes. You know, your inner child, your inner teenager, your shadow aspect, your, you know, protector, whatever, your, you know, your ancestor line, like your DNA, like everything, you know? Okay, so that's what's going on. So let's see. What is definitely leaving your life for good? Self-love, self-care. I feel like this time around, when you start doing self-love, self-care, and indulging, you'll be able to keep up with it for life, for good. Let's see. Confirmation. Yes. What a confirmation. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. And that's why it's important to do it now, because the people, like if you're, for example, calling in a new partner or new people, new friends, new coworkers, new business partner, new neighbors, they will resonate with this new version of yourself. So whatever you're creating yourself right now to be, the energy that you're curating for yourself, that's like what the new energy is going to bring. The new people, the new work opportunities, the new home if you're looking to move, the new friends or whatever if you're wanting better, more resonant friends. Like that's the energy I'm going to get is you're going to get. It's like the energy you tune into now. So it's important that you kind of do like live life how you want to right now, because everything new that's coming in, because it's like radical change. So many little things and big things and medium-sized things are moving out for new things to replace it, to come in. And they're going to resonate with the energy that you choose to be in now. So if you want a life where you're like living a little bit more luxurious, and a life where you can be a little bit more indulgent or be able to take care of yourself more, do it now, because that's the energy of the people and places and opportunities you're going to call in now. Does it make sense? Okay. And then like self-care, and then happiness. No. Happiness and gratitude you're good with. You tend to look at things more positively with rose-colored glasses. You're definitely someone who, one-man spin team, I'm hearing. You can turn anything negative into something positive. And that's something beautiful about you, Pile 3. Your perspective on life is like magnificent, and it took you a long time to kind of build that. So I'm proud of you. Or someone up there is also part of you. But like, yeah, you tend to be happy and grateful. You know, you can find the upside to everything. But, you know, I feel like at this point you're kind of around, or you're releasing a lot of things that no longer resonate, or, you know, it's just too far from your frequency now. So happiness, gratitude, great job, Pile 3. You're doing great with that. What we have to look at here is purpose and alignment. That is what is changing. That is so funny. I'm going to be doing a reading soon with how's your soul mission changed. So I'll look out for that, because I'll be doing that soon. And it'll resonate with you. But yeah, something about your purpose and alignment is changing. Yeah, so you do have a soul mission that's changing. That's why you're kind of working with your higher guidance, with like higher energetic benevolent beings more, I'm getting, because with the off-world thing, like your starseed family, your ancestors, your like angels, or, you know, ascended masters, like whatever you believe in. Like I feel like you're going to be working with some higher ups, because you have this gift, the honor of changing your soul mission in this lifetime, Pile 3. You've proven yourself to be a worthy spiritual warrior, and that because of that, you're gonna be doing something big. No wonder like so many big things are changing out in your life right now, Pile 3. Yeah, so your priorities are gonna change. You're gonna seem like a different person to a lot of people, but for you, you're gonna understand it, because you were actually watching the change happen for yourself. But for a lot of people, they're gonna be like, you're so different, and some people are gonna take it positively, some people are not gonna like it, but you know it's the right thing for you. It's gonna happen fast. It's already started, actually. Status tile, network legacy. I do feel like a lot of these aspects change for you, but I think you kind of try to keep it private. Yeah, anchor. Settling down. I feel like you're settling down into the frequency you want to be in. And for a lot of you, that's going to be more like, it depends on who you are. Like some of you, it's going to be positive for you, like the soul mission you're changing into. It may require you to be kind of more of a public figure. For some of you, it's going to require you to go behind the scenes. You know, so it depends on the soul mission that you're transitioning into. But one thing for sure is that you're definitely going to get the resources in like a massive amount, like a huge amount of abundance. And you're going to have like the name, the title, the power, the whatever you need to kind of make the soul mission happen. So there's going to be a drastic change for you, Pile 3. Not just in in terms of energy, but in terms of your power and your influence and your responsibility, your and what you do in this world. It's gonna be massive, and how much pull you have. It's gonna be a massive change for you, Pile 3. Some of you are gonna be more public with it. Some of you are gonna be more private with it, work behind the scenes. It kind of depends on the soul mission you're going into, but you're anchoring in this new energy. You've been chosen, Pile 3, by Spirit to do this because you've proven that you're ready and you're capable. And so you like, I don't think you care like as much as like for like career success or monetary success. Like you're kind of, like you're gonna get what you need to be happy and buy all the things that you need and have, like you have the right people in your life and you're gonna be able to procure any resource that you need for your own personal projects and desires and wishes and wants. But I feel like you care more about like this massively powerful soul mission that you're stepping into. Okay. I think that, yeah, that's kind of it. Like you're closing out for good. This nonsense of not being able to kind of do whatever you want to do in life while also handling a very big purpose, and doing big things and big moves and being a big person. So you're going to be able to indulge and take care of yourself and live a more luxurious life, while also taking care of big things for the collective. Wow. Yeah, and then once you enter into that new energy and kind of anchor it in, you're going to see that more people, places, and things and opportunities that align with the new version of your energy that you choose to kind of stabilize within yourself, anchor in, is going to start manifesting and start coming into your life very quickly. And because you have so much power, you're getting so much power, and so much power is being turned back online, and you're connecting to like higher beings, like it's going to come in faster than you think. We can do a quick time frame. Okay, we have the lepidolite, we have the hematite, and we have the sodalite. You can just pick one more quickly, and I'll do a time frame for you if you'd like. And I'm starting now. Pause if you need more time. Okay, lepidolite, patience. It's not time yet. I feel like something has to happen first. With patience, it's not time yet. 23. There's something from the past that needs to wrap up. Depends on the next time you see this, yeah. 10. There's something that needs to complete first for you, crystal lepidolite. Medicine, natural herbs, techniques. Okay, I'm getting there's a... You need to clean your body. Unlearn. It's something I feel like you've done before, or you've kind of read up on already before, like a while back, maybe several years ago. About like natural techniques or something like that. So maybe this is like meditation. Maybe this is kind of like a specific type of diet. Maybe this is some sort of fasting. Maybe this is about like being away from certain frequencies or pollution or noise pollution or certain people or certain environments. Like, but there's something you need to do for your body to get it clean, to bring it, like, to be able to ground in this new frequency. Scythe, sorry. Yeah, surgery, harvest. Yeah, I do feel like for you, lepidolite, like I do feel like you might need to go somewhere that you feel like it's a clean environment in order to kind of clean your mental energies, your physical energies, your emotional energies. You need to go somewhere where you feel clean. For some people, that's near the ocean. Some people, that's near the mountain. Some people, it's like alongside a field or a farm or where they kind of grew up, or away from where they grew up, or somewhere, like it could even be in the city, but like it's just kind of like the part of the city where you feel kind of like like relief. You feel clean energy there. So wherever that is for you, Pile 3, Lipidolite, I think you need to, like, once you kind of get to that clean energy, it'll like happen pretty quickly. Yeah, hours, minutes. Yeah, so as soon as you go to that new location and do what you need to do to feel like your body or energy is clean, whether it's diet or working out or, certain energies around you or not around you, like that's gonna bring it in like so quickly. Okay, so it kind of depends on you. Like depends on when you, because your mind needs to physically see that environment or that divine energy, nature, whatever it calls to you specifically. All right, hematite. When is this energy coming in for you? Going to fast, slow down, take your time. I feel like you have hematite, or you're someone who kind of like when there's something you need to do, you get on it and you try to finish it right away. But Spirit's saying like take it some time, like this like inner work that we talked about, making the list of things that are in your life, and see if they resonate anymore, taking them out if they don't. Mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. I think you are a very like strong person mentally who can like just like knock that out, or you're so like you have so much willpower that like if there's anything that you need to do that will positively affect your life, you'll sit down and do it or get it done. But Spirit's saying like that's not the point. Like take time to do it. Like I'm getting a week. Like spend like at least a week, maybe working on it a little bit each day, or maybe a few times that week to kind of finish it. Don't try to do it all in one go. And like it'll give you a different perspective to give that space in between to think about like things in your life. You kind of have to live your life, and then you're like notice things like, oh yeah, actually, this can go on that list. Like it'll like make you more aware. Okay, and then after that, transition. Yeah, transition. People you are responsible for. I do feel like there's also people who are kind of already leaving your life that no longer resonate. So Spirit's like saying that like it's gonna happen in its own time. Don't try to rush it. Like you can tell people are leaving your life. Like let it happen naturally. Maybe there's certain routines or activities that are leaving your life too. And Spirit's like saying like don't force it. Just let it happen naturally. It's already leaving. You can see it. So let that happen. And then as soon as that happens, days. It's just gonna take days. So it's just kind of like how long do they want you to work on it? 25. Oh my God, Suki bit my card. My kitten. It's okay. I had to make a new one anyway. So 25 days. 25 days they want you to take to kind of let things leave your life. They want you to take at least a week to do that inner work in like regards to what's in your life, what's not. Maybe check back in at the end of that 25 days. See if it's still relevant, if you're kind of moving closer to that list. And after that, after all the people that need to leave, all the things that no longer resonate leaves, which is like about approximately 25 days, about a month, this energy will come in within days. All right, and then the Sodalite energy here, 3 months from now. Very clear. You don't have to do anything. In fact, there's someone that you know, but not really. Like maybe you know of them, or maybe they know of you, or you've kind of heard their name or something before. Or maybe this is someone from your past, or someone that you know of, but you don't know really well. Take up space. They're going to come in, and they're going to take up a lot of the space that you kind of cleared. So this is someone who's going to be very important to you. And there I'm hearing a placeholder, because you cleared so much energy and you did it the right way. You have no instruction. Like you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're like telling yourself to take it slow, let it happen naturally, but then also work on things. Like you're doing it so perfectly, Pile 3 soda light. So like when this is all complete, you're gonna have someone come in that starts taking up more and more of your energy. I think in the next 3 months, this person's gonna come in and start taking up more and more of your space, your energetic space, just as a space holder. So they're gonna be more important to you in this next few months than maybe, and maybe in the future, but like right now, like as you're clearing space, they're making sure that nothing negative comes into it or something old comes back into it. So this person's going to take up more of your time and energy. For example, if you're releasing bad habits, this person's going to take up your time so that you're not going to be able to think about those bad habits, distract you. If you're releasing people, this person's going to come in to kind of be able to allow you to have, social interaction so you don't miss out on that. Hugs and whatever you need. But yeah, I feel like, and then I'm getting material things too. If you're releasing a lot of physical things, this person might come through and give you a lot of new gifts that resonate on a frequency that resonates with you to replace some of the things that you might feel sad about that you're leaving. So this person coming in, and I feel like, is it one specific person? I'm getting afternoon. Yeah, I feel like it's like one, replacing what you're leaving. I do feel like it's like one specific person. It could be 2 or 3, like a small group of people or friends. But I feel like this person or people come in specifically to kind of hold space in your energy while you release and not go back to old things or not have like worse things come in. And kind of, and like you can release them in the future, or you can kind of not have all these friends or this potential partner take up too much of your mind and time and energy, but they're doing it right now specifically to distract you from and protect you from anything bad kind of creeping back into your energy. So that makes sense. And again, it'll happen like I feel like you take longer, 3 months, because you're allowing these people to kind of distract you and to help you transition. And it happens pretty quickly for you too. All right, so pile 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4 with Moldavite crystal. We're looking at what's leaving your life for good, what's closing out for good. All right, so I'm just going to go into like kind of a general topic and then more specific, depending on what Spirit says we should look into for what's closing out for your life for good. Okay, so fire, spiritual. Is this thing closing out spiritual? Partly, yes. Water, emotional, people in your life. It's affecting your connections and you know it, whatever this is. Mental. Nope. Mentally, you're solid. You're good. You're honest with yourself. You're pretty disciplined, intelligent. And earth, physical. Nope, that's good too. All right, so physically you're good. Mentally you're good. Whatever this spiritual thing is affecting the connections in your life, people in your life. I'm getting this energy of like you can't like really fully be yourself or fully tell your truth to the people around you, and that kind of greatly affects your life. I feel like you feel truly alone because I feel like people around you don't get you, or they take the time to get to know you or understand you, or you're always looking out for others, but you don't feel the same with other people. Like maybe other people can't really understand your life, or they can't really relate or give you advice. Maybe you take the time to be like to look at experiences and learn from them, and you have gained a lot of wisdom, but like it's often hard for you to find someone who can share their wisdom with you with something you don't already know or can help you with your life now. So I feel like you've kind of surpassed a lot of people, and you understand that like you can understand other people and relate to them, but they might not be able to relate to you. I feel like you're on a different level, and there's a sense of loneliness that comes with that, because like the more you become yourself, the more that you achieve self-mastery, like the more it's harder to kind of relate to others or find people who are like you, your tribe that can understand you or willing to, wanting to. You're just too advanced. Okay, so let's see. What in the spiritual realm is affecting your ability to connect? I kind of want to pull a card for like what specifically about connections. Yeah. I feel like you're like, I have to go. I feel like you're like, I'm going to bring the people who can connect with me somewhat now into whatever this next chapter is for you. But I feel like, there's an energy of like, you know too much, you've seen too much, you're very wise, you're very experienced, and you got to go where you can find something that intellectually stimulates you or kind of can understand where you're coming from, like your people, your vibe, your kind of place, like, you know, something like that. Like I feel like you're like, I've outgrown this life or something like that. Okay, so is it self-care, self-love? I feel like the people around you can't like provide that to you anymore. Like you can fill other people's cups, but a lot of people around you, they can't fill your cup. You can give to other people, you can connect to other people, but they can't really give to you or connect to you. So you're in this kind of like place where you're stuck giving all the time without barely getting anything back. So I feel like you're like, yeah, I need to go. This isn't good for me, even if it's good for everyone around me. Maybe they were people who could give to you before, but now it's like completely not the case. All right, and happiness, gratitude. Yep, the Hermit, that's the one. Happiness and gratitude. I feel like it's hard, like, even if you're a very, like, optimistic person or someone who tries to find, like, a deeper meaning before things that happen in your life, like, I feel like you're someone who kind of, like, continuously works hard to look at life positively, to kind of think of solutions, to think of, like, what you can be happy for, but it gets tough. It becomes, like, a really hard chore when people around you are kind of just, like, down in the dumps and, like, just being angry or sad or pessimistic all the time. Or if you're kind of the only one who's kind of like trying to look at the good things in life, like sometimes when you're not feeling good or sad or kind of down in the dumps, like you need someone else to kind of pull the weight, but like no one around you can really do that or is aware. I'm getting like it's grinding you down and you know it's no longer good for you. Like even though if you're a really strong person, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, I feel like even like the strongest person is gonna not do as well in a bad environment. You know what I'm saying? Like as strong as you are, if there's like a narcissist around you or horrific events or situations or, you know, kind of low level things, activities, and people who are, you know, of low vibration, like it's like no matter how strong and powerful you are, it's gonna like affect your energies really strongly. And I feel like you know that, and that's why you kind of like, I need to go. Okay. And then purpose and alignment. I feel like you're someone who can like, you're like, I could always find things I want to work on, that I'm interested in, that I'm passionate about. That's not the issue. The issue is I haven't had the right environment to cultivate that sense of peace and connectedness and to stabilize that peace and connectedness for a long time to be able to work on all these projects and ideas and whatever it is that you want to do, your goals in life. So I feel like you're kind of like, I need to get back to basics and I need to just find something, like I need to find an environment or energy that will allow me, that will be conducive to all these like creative projects and ideas and life goals and visions that I have. So I feel like you're kind of just like, I need to get out. And yes, that movie Get Out, like popped into my head. Like I feel like you're like, it's like almost like a horror movie at this point, like your life. And Like maybe you kind of noticed points in your life where that kind of was the case, but like it's more like it's not so much so scary anymore as it is obvious. Like you're at this point, I feel like you're too used to the horrible energies around you. Okay, Three of Wands, and I feel like I need to pull a few more cards. Okay. What was this last one? Lessons and cycles. So the moon. Okay, so I feel like you've already learned all the lessons you have to learn here. We got the Elder of Wands, so the King of Wands here from the Page of Wands. Like I feel like you got out of your current environment all that you needed to, like you for already. So like there's nothing left for you here. But also maybe for some time you've gotten everything that you could have out of this environment. It's like past its due date. Like you're past the time that you're supposed to have been there for. You could have been moved on much, much earlier, but then you kept holding on and try to get out any last drop of wisdom or experience or something positive you can get out of that environment. But now it's like there's like nothing left. It's past you. This milk is sour. You gotta go. Okay. Okay. So the main thing here is happiness and gratitude. You are naturally a happy person, so I don't know how powerful some sort of dark energy or demon got into your brain to keep you stuck there. Like you're such a naturally like you're so divinely connected and of course very, very protected. But I think because of that, you're able to endure and endure and endure all the things that you have to do in this environment I'm getting. Because that includes like your home and your people around you and the kind of lifestyle around you and like the kind of activities that go around you and the kind of mentality that's around you. Like you've endured. And you're naturally a happy person. So to get you to a place where you're like so blank, I'm hearing, because I'm seeing this image of like someone who's like kind of like they're so they're so like jaded that they don't even realize it anymore, you know, that kind of thing. Like you might be so kind of depleted that you don't realize that you're depleted. You've been depleted for so long that you don't even realize it. I was watching something the other day where the main character was telling like their boss that like their manager that like for a good business proposal, and the manager was like, I don't know, the other manager, the higher up manager said like it wasn't good, and she was just looking at her and being like, this person has been gaslit for so long, they like lost their fire, they don't even realize that they're what they're saying or doing anymore, right? And it's like kind of that type of energy. Like you lost your spark, you lost your light. I mean, it's still so powerfully in you, and you're still so very powerfully connected, but you've been burnt out too many times to count. You've been kind of you're a naturally happy person. You're someone who exudes so much happiness, love, and radiate it out to the others and to the world. And people had just kept taking that like you don't even realize that like you are meant to be extremely happy all the time, like very content at the least, but like for you, someone who's like that connected, no, like more than content, like actually very extremely happy all the time. You got to get out, pile four. All right. if this resonates, you know. All right, so happiness, gratitude. What is closing out for you? Emergency, secret, privacy. I feel like there's always been like kind of one event after another that kind of kept you stuck. Okay, so this is the product of your environment. Your environment has now gotten a hold of you, and it's its own entity and energy. This vibration wants to keep you. This vibration, you've been in it for so long, even though it's not your true vibration, your true frequency, has had a hold on you. You need to Release this frequency, get into higher frequency, and let it hold you. This frequency has a hold on you. It's become its like own energy or entity. And so if you kind of, because it's not like one particular thing, it isn't like one person or a group of people or like all the people in your life. It's not like your home or your neighborhood or your neighbors or your workplace or your coworkers or your bosses and managers or your like office and your like things in your life, physical things in your life. It's everything. It's everything, because everything in your life right now is in that frequency, and you're not in that frequency. You're in a much higher frequency, but you've been in it for so long that it feels like it has a hold on you. It feels like it like owns you. And so you need to get the heck out of Dodge, pile 4. Like I feel like they always brought up like certain events that kept you staying. Certain, like your car always breaking down, or something always happening in your home, or you know, with people in your life always having certain big things that you need to help with, or just that kind of thing, you know, over and over and over again. It's not any one particular thing, it's a frequency that you allowed to kind of take a hold of you, for you to kind of stoop yourself down to and make home. Get out of that frequency, power. Get out, get out, get out. I can't express it enough. Yeah, okay. Wow. The journey and new ideas. I feel like Spirit's like you already kind of have an idea of where to go or what to do, or what, you know, like even if it's for a short trip, or if it's a short trip to figure out a new place to live, or if you even have an idea of where to go next, where to move, you want to take it that drastically, which I think for a lot of you, you're like, yeah, I need to. You already have the idea for it, and Spirit wants you to go there. Let me confirm. Hold on, let me confirm. Creative arts. Location area, yeah. They need you to go somewhere where you can be more creative, and therefore connect to your more divine aspect. Whatever that is for you. So wherever makes you feel excited and rejuvenated, inspired, you need to go there. For like the long haul, or fox, selfishness, treachery. I'm getting like Spirit saying like if you could only go there a short period of time, go there for a short period of time. But I feel like you're gonna do it secretly. I feel like you're not gonna really tell many people, because they're gonna like, everyone's of that frequency that you've been in, and they're gonna try to like keep you from going or keep you from moving, or you know, like it's not like you're gonna see like people are gonna do things to try to keep you in that frequency. So yeah, for the long haul or 14. So I'm getting like if you can at least go for like a couple of weeks, that would be great. But for the long haul, they're saying however long you've been in that energy, they want you to go. So however long you've been living where you are, or been in the energy, that frequency, that workplace, those groups of friends, where however long that's been, that long, that's when they want you to, how long they want you to stay there, ideally. So if it's been 6, 5, 4 years, 3, 2, 1, 6 months, it doesn't matter, longer, decade, whatever. However long you've been in that environment, in that frequency, that's how long minimum they want you to stay at the other place. It'll counteract it. Yeah. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. And they're saying like if you're not sure, then around that time frame. So if it was like between 4 and 6 years, then like, you know, around that time frame, plan to like stay in that area for that long. Does that make sense? Wow. Was it like temporarily, or like live there? I mean, if all you can do is just visit that area or places like that, for short periods of time, like then that's what you can do, right? That's better than nothing, and it'll definitely help you out so much. But ideally, like living there for sure, yeah. All right, so when do they want you to leave? By absolutely. Let's pull some cards. Okay, so we're gonna do time frame, so you can pick one of these crystals if you want to know. If not, you can pick another pile, or you can see you go. Okay, we have the red calcite, the smoky quartz, and the hematite. I'm gonna pull some timing cards if you're interested. Pause now if you need more time. Otherwise, I'm just gonna pull really quickly. You can probably just watch the whole thing. Okay, for red calcite, when do you absolutely need to go by? Now. You're past due. Past due. Smoky quartz, the time will be a surprise. So I do get this energy of like, I do feel like something like an opportunity or something will come through. Money. So like you'll get like a huge like money opportunity or windfall or something, raise or something. And that will be like that's when you'll know, like, okay, now I can go. So I do feel like that change in money status for you, the income or raise or stability or change of money, a decision that had to do with money, as soon as that goes through, you're going to know, like, oh, I'm free, I can go. So that will be kind of surprising. Can we get like I guess it can be, yeah, it depends on this person. Okay. It depends on you when a cycle, what kind of cycle closes out. Plentiness, joy, happiness, lottery. Okay, so it's going to happen by chance. Okay. So I feel like you're just going to get like a unexpected opportunity in money, and that's going to be your sign to go. It's going to happen like sooner rather than later. Okay. Like not too far. I got a month, so like a month, 2 months, 3 months, maybe 4 or 5 at most, but like within like 1 to 3 months for most of you. Okay, and then the hematite here. Next couple of weeks. So within the next couple of weeks, you should be planning to go, get out of here. If it's is it more plans, or is it like you want to go in the next couple of weeks? Nature, earth. Okay. I feel like the next couple of weeks you might want to spend a lot of time in nature, and that's going to raise your frequency enough to kind of get the ball rolling for you to bring in more of this like manifestation. Ooh, there's a card that fell off the table all the way to the door. So it's kind of like in the 8 of clouds. I feel like you're going to get more clarity. So as you spend more time in nature and around pure natural things of the divine energy, it's going to raise your frequency enough for you to start bringing in steps to get out the door. So the next couple of weeks, I'm getting like it's really important for you to just be around things that bring you joy, that has a divine light into it, and a lot of like things like nature and animals and healthy things for you. It's kind of important. So if you can do that, whatever you consume, whatever energy you bring into your circuit, it's positive. That's including things that you read and watch and people and your environment, so nature, animals, things that you eat. You want to keep out. You want to keep a high frequency. Just generally for the next couple of weeks, a week or two, and it'll be like high enough that you'll start getting in. It's because spirits like really, your spirit guides are like really, really helping you at this time. Hematite pile, in terms of looking out for you, making sure that you have that you get exactly what you need. As soon as you get that bump in energy, they can bring it in for you right away. So being in nature, natural things, but also it's going to happen for you in steps, whereas like the smoky quartz is kind of like you get the money, you get to go. For the red calcite pile, I feel like now is the time. Like I feel like you already did the research. I feel like you already have the answers, or they'll come to you easily if you kind of look right now. I do feel like you'll know, because this is the kind of place where you know you could make friends there. Like they feel like the people that your kind of people. and take the leap. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people involved who are going to be like, yeah, come here, or like, you should go there, you know? And like, so you'll have a lot of hints from people who resonate with you now, to go to that particular location, maybe even give you an opportunity to go there for a reason at this time, even if it's just to check it out, even if it's for a short period of time. And then, like, you know, figure out the long-term things in due time. But I feel like for hematite, it's kind of like the next couple of weeks, it's going to kind of like slowly come in for you gradually. Smoky quartz, like immediately, and it's like kind of like get the divine sign through some physical means, which is like money for most. Okay, so the hematite, I feel like, yeah, after, I feel like you kind of slowly kind of make the moves, but it happens, I feel like for all these piles, have faith, divine timing is at play. And we had the lunar eclipse. We just had a lunar eclipse recently. 11, divine timing. It's divine timing for all of you. With 11 there, it's like really connected to your purpose. So we saw the creative arts. It's going to really inspire you in your work or in your hobbies or in your personal life with relationships or for your own personal goals. Like wherever this is, it's going to inspire you, and that's how you're going to know. And it's going to be different for each person that comes across this pile, but like it's happening now. Like you're getting very pushed to go there sooner rather than later, and like a lot of physical things are popping up for you, whether it's a lot of people or money or things in steps over the next couple of weeks while you kind of raise your energy slowly and assimilate slowly. It's all kind of happening within this time frame. All right, so pile fire, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 5. The gold Tektite crystal. We're looking at what is closing out in your life for good. I'm going to do like a general energy and then more specific, depending on where spirit guides us. I'm going to try to focus on one energy, but a few might come up. Okay. So this is going to be fire or spiritual. Okay. There's something there. I had to research this pile a few times. And the first was the moon in reverse, which is clarity. The second time, the 7 of Cups actually popped up. And this time, the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. And I'm getting that it's like you have clarity, even though you have a lot of options and a lot of decisions to make in terms of your of like what you want to focus on in life, your spiritual aspect. I feel like they're all good. And so like you can't choose wrong. Like whatever is like meant for you is going to happen. Whatever unfolds, it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting and like what you want. And even though you don't know exactly what it is, it's exactly what you're supposed to do. So you might not have like the full vision of it, but you have confidence in knowing what's coming up next for you is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It's going to align so perfectly for you. Okay, so it's not spiritual, emotional. Funny, this card came up for the mental space, but now it's in the emotional space. So I feel like there's a lot of things happening in terms of personal connections with the people in your life. There's a lot of changes, a lot of fast-moving progress, but also a lot more communication. I feel like you're being more social than usual. Or getting back to being more social, or getting back to being in the right groups, or knowing who the right people to hang out with are, connecting with the right people in terms of work and love connections with family or partnership. Like I feel like things are jumping off in terms of emotional connections, but that's not what's closing out for you. What about mentally? You're doing really well. I feel like you're getting inspired. You're getting people come into your life randomly to kind of just show you different things, new things, inspire you. Maybe you're bumping into new people when you go out and do new and different things. There's an aspect of like not being afraid to try new things or willingness to want to see new places, talk to new people, check out different opportunities or interests. Like I feel like there's an energy about you with this where it's like you're ready for the new and excited to kind of see where life takes you. You're kind of open. Like some people, like, they get in that energy, but they kind of don't feel comfortable in it. I feel you're like ready for it. And then physical, yeah, there's nothing. Okay, so I feel like what's meant to close out in your life has already closed out. Pile 5, because you're really like proactive. I feel like you're someone who's like doesn't hang on to things, likes to clear things out. It's on top of your like inner work. Let me pull cards one more time to see what exactly is closing out for you. Spiritual, okay. Emotional, mental, and physical. You're doing great. Pile 5, you're killing it. Your guys want you to know, like you're doing really, really well. Everything that's happening in your life is unfolding perfectly in divine timing. You're so open. You're so willing to go where you're supposed to go, even if it's something new, even if it's something old, even something kind of, you're like, really, this? I don't know if I'm interested in that. Like you're just kind of open-minded. Your energies are open, protected, cleared, ready to go. Okay, so what they want to focus on, like, they want to have a message for you in terms of spiritual. Okay, self-love, self-care. I'm hearing like you've seen some bad days where you couldn't take care of yourself and like there wasn't really many people to take care of you. That's changing. You see people who are like soul family, and even if you're looking for a romantic partnership, a partnership is coming in. If not, like your current partner is like very, very like solid. The people around you in your community, your family, your friend circle are really, really solid, or they're going to be. And so there's this energy of like the bad times are over. Happiness and gratitude. You are meant to be extremely happy, and that's what's coming in for you. You're very grateful for the things that you have in your life, and you appreciate life. Like you don't have to be like, oh, I'm so happy for this home. You know, if you don't like it, you're like, I'm grateful to have like my survival needs taken care of, but I don't particularly care for this home, but I appreciate for what it did give me. You know, like, so you can be like real. You don't have to be grateful for things that you're not actually grateful for, you know? But you're like real with it. You're like, I can see the positive parts of this. And you're not like, there's this phrase that I heard where it's just kind of like someone who kind of keeps people in their life because they were their like longtime childhood friend, or you guys went through tough things together, you guys are trauma bonded, because like, you know, you've outgrown someone, but like they were nice to you, they're good for you, they didn't do anything particularly wrong, but you keep them in your life. Family members, like whatever, like coworkers, company, even like, or this job, like sometimes people hold on to things like longer than they should. And this guy, he was like, you're trying to have more grace than God. You're trying to show more grace to these people, places, and situations more than you have to, more than God wants you to. So it's kind of like a thing where it's like, you know, when things have served their purpose in your life, when the timer is up and it's time to go, you don't hold on to things. I feel like you're the opposite of a hoarder. Like you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually don't hold on to things that no longer serve it's a purpose to you, a good purpose to you. Yeah, you're trying to have more grace than God. That was like, it stuck out to me. I'm like, wow, like yeah, like even God or your spirit guides and higher beings are kind of like, why are you holding on to this? Because it was good to you once? Because you think it'll like be that energy again for you? Like, you know, like there's like a thing where it's like, yeah, things are good for you. You are good for others, but at the end of the day, you're living your life through your eyes. Like, no one can live your life for you, and you got to stop living for everyone else. You got to live for yourself. I mean, of course, if you have a partner and family and community and family, like, and yeah, community and friends, like, yeah, it just, of course, you're going to spend time with them and stuff, but like, happiness comes from the right kind of connections and the right things in your life. And that might change day to day, week to week, month to month, season to season, year to year. You got to keep on top of that. You have pile 5. There's one pile where it's just kind of like going into how to do that. And if you pick a different pile, you might actually pick that pile because it might be showing you the before and after. But for most of you, it's kind of like that has been your struggle. It's kind of letting things go, and maybe you mastered it. Now you can let things go really easily without any guilt, because you don't ever want to be stuck in those negative emotions. Guilt and fear, like, are some of the worst. You don't ever want to feel guilt. Okay. I mean, of course you will if you did like something wrong, but holding on to that longer than you have to, it's like, why? You gotta learn how to kind of get, especially for us, like light worker, starseed kind of energy. We're sensitive folk. We feel deeply. We connect deeply. And so you had to learn how to move past emotions quickly, move past trauma quickly, do healing quickly. And you're going to be the ones who are the way showers for others to show them how to do it quickly, even though you had to take the hard route and figure it out yourself, or mostly yourself. Okay, so purpose and alignment. The Tower. Are you kidding me? It's time for you to step into your role. I feel like you haven't really, or were being prevented from fully stepping into your role, and now it's like time. Like this is you're very divinely connected. You're really being divinely pushed into where you're supposed to be at the time, and it's because like you've been keeping on top of it, and you're so like willing to go with whatever source had in store for you. Like you were like the black sheep. You kind of followed your heart. You listened to your instincts. And you kind of just went with it. And you don't know if you're ever going to reach destination. You just kind of knew that this was like what you're supposed to do, whether it was a life lesson or healing or some sort of life experience. Like you just did it because you knew you were supposed to in this lifetime, without any sort of destination or end goal or any sort of confirmation that you will receive something at the end. And you're here, pile 5. You did it. You did what you're supposed to do. You kept listening to your intuition, and you got here. And then lastly, lessons and purpose. Lessons and cycles. Judgment. Yeah, you see those 3 major arcanas. This is a very serious and important time for you, pile 5. Your like fundamental energy is changing. Therefore, like how you interact with reality is going to completely change. You're not going to look at it at a point of view of like cycles and lessons. You're going to be pulling yourself out of cycles, even out of time, if you could mentally go there. But you're going to be able to pull yourself out of cycles and lessons and karma. And your purpose is going to be so different because of that. You're going to be a living, walking example to so many others of how to relate to this reality differently. And I'm getting definitely 5D, but like I think a lot of people have a different idea what 5D is. But it ultimately is getting back to our roots. If you look at like the true human history, like when we were first reincarnated into the physical realm, it was a completely different energy. It was golden age type of energy. You're creating, you're not detached from source energy. You can feel source energy with you all the time. So you're feeling that love and light energy all the time, and happiness and connectedness, feeling like you get to enjoy and explore the physical realm happily. It's highest and best good for all, joyously, and then all these like cycles started getting implemented, and karma, and it just changes how you behave in this physical realm. And you get kind of stuck in those loops sometimes, and we're coming out of that. And so it's gonna be, you're gonna be, sorry, pile 5, if you were the black sheep before, you're gonna be even you're gonna be like on that same wavelength where you're gonna be doing things that people can't like understand, but you're like manifesting like crazy. You're like like so abundant. But I'm hearing freakishly, like it's gonna freak people out. They're not gonna be able to understand you, or like there's gonna be a very few like very advanced students who you might take on. You might do private classes or lessons or school or something like that. But ultimately, you're just gonna be living life, doing what you're like, just holding that energy and being an example to others. It's gonna freak people out, and like you're not gonna care. You're gonna be like connected. You're gonna be like You're gonna be like high on life. You're gonna be connected to source energy all the time. You're gonna unlock that in your energy, in your codes, in your DNA codes. Like, so you're gonna be like more true to the kind of like the first reincarnations of people in life in this realm. But like in a new involved way with like the knowledge that you have now. I'm hearing reverse aging, so you're probably gonna look younger. You're probably gonna default back to how you looked when you were in your, I'm hearing younger 20s or mid 20s. No matter what your age you are, you're gonna like revert back in age like decades. People aren't gonna be able to understand it. People aren't gonna be able. They're gonna not accept it. They're not gonna accept you. But like that's fine, because there's gonna be people who do and understand where it's all coming from. And it takes it. That's how it starts. Just like small group of people, and then bigger and then bigger. You're kind of a leader. You're a way shower. So wow, you're gonna have a magnificent life. It's just kind of like unheard of for most people. Okay. And then anything specific? In terms of happiness, investment. Sorry, I did pause for a second because I had to cough. I had some incense going on the side, and I blew the ashes of the incense. The cards moved. Okay. So investments, abundance. Yeah. You're gonna be very happy because you're gonna know exactly what to invest in, exactly what to put your energy and your money towards to make you more money, but to also kind of just bring more abundance energy into the collective, into the lives of people who are ready for it, ready for that change. So that's really important. So that's going to make you really happy. I mean, being able to have unlimited like spending potential, or basically being able to it's a power. Be able to buy whatever you want, or it's like, but you're such a high frequency energy that you use it for things that makes you happy, makes people around you happy, things that like help the world, kind of thing. And this tower, which is aligned with your purpose and alignment. Electronics, social media, yeah, I do feel like you're gonna have like a online presence. However big or small it is. Yeah, it depends on the person, each individual that comes across this pile. But basically, you're going to share what you know in your perspective, which is like the whole point. Like, you're going to change people's minds and thoughts back to like, it's more powerful state. It's not like you're going to be in golden age overnight, but you're definitely going to be more powerfully 5D than most people. And even like advanced students are going to maybe have a hard time catching up with you, but like nevertheless they're going to try, and they're going to keep up, and you just have to keep going. You're going to be one of those like spiritual gurus, let people know there's like some truth there, but they don't know how to apply it, but they can't completely see it, grasp it, or maintain that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Ten of Cups, a cloud, Ten of Swords in reverse. You're going to get a lot of pushback. Although you're going to be extremely protected, you're going to be connected to source 24/7. So of course you're divinely protected. No one can hurt you. No one. And the things you love, people, yeah. No one can hurt you. No one can, like, your long-term projects and goals are protected. I just want to see family protected. Yes. Your family is protected. Yeah, anything that you care about is protected. But, gosh, they're going to try. You are, like, the number one thing, changing the collective's mindset and how they interact with this reality. Like, of course, you're the glitch in the matrix, Pile 5. Of course you're going to get attacked. But it's not going to work at all. They can't even touch you. It's time. They can't do anything to slow it down. They can't do anything to attack you. They just have to witness. They might try, but it's going to have zero effect. Like, I'm getting that, like, image of, like a kitten or puppy beating up, like a teddy bear or something like that. And, like, they try, but they totally miss. It's, like, effort 100%, like, damage 0%. Is what I'm getting. It's funny. Okay, so this Judgment card, which is the lessons and cycles, coffin. We got endings and we got coffins. You're gonna really help people kind of close out their karma, their cycles, and it's like kind of different than other spiritual work, because like with other spiritual work you kind of work with the cycles, you kind of work with the karma that you have in order to kind of finish out wherever your soul wanted to. But this is like beyond the soul. This is like when you're connected to source, so you don't even care about, like, you're outside of karma, you're outside of cycles, including time. So you're getting people to kind of close out how they relate to reality by, you know, changing their mentality, which is a very tough thing to do. I don't know if people are gonna take this the right way or not, but it's like, like, to change someone's mentality, like to take that on, it's kind of like, are you like pushing your religion on other people, you know? And it's not that way at all. It's just kind of like, when you're ready for it, you'll find the right teacher and mentor or teaching guides or books or whatever to help you with that transition. And you're going to become one of those mentors and teachers, spiritual teachers, and, you know, a guru or shaman, like legit, like not these people who call themselves that and absolutely aren't, that help people wake up to this reality. Okay, so what's closing out for you for good, if we have to like kind of pinpoint it? Fulfillment, rainbow, 10 of Cups, happiness. It's absolutely happiness. In birds, it's not going to bother you what people say, because you know your purpose and you know what you're here to do. How you relate to life is going to be completely different. Yeah, so happiness, gratitude, purpose, alignment, lessons and cycles. Like, the way that you've even been happy, like, you think you felt happiness before? No. Pile 5. You're going to see what it's like to be connected to source energy 24/7, almost at full power. It's unbelievable. And you're going to be able to sustain that. You're going to hold that. And you're not going to burn out, because you're the fountain. You're going to be that person that always is connected to source energy, always bringing in an energy through, bring in more if you need to, and be able to pour it out into the collective. You're that person, Pile 5. You're very powerful. I hope this reading helped you out. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like or comment. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it. With that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Pile 6 with the Scolecite. We're looking at what is closing out in your life for good. I'm going to go for a general energy and then see where spirit guides us for more of the specific area where things are closing out and what it exactly is. I'm trying to aim for like one main energy, but a few might come out. All right, so let's get started. First is fire or spiritual. Is it in the spiritual area of your life? Is it in the emotional? Wow. Okay, is it in the mental area of your life? All cups so far. Wow. And, or is it in your physical area? Yeah, seems like the physical area. Okay, perfect. All right, so first of all, I gotta say you have a lot of good people around you. You're emotionally and spiritually sustained by the people around you. So you have really, really good people, or you will be getting a lot of good people in your life, or you kind of always keep that balance. Like usually if you've outgrown a connection, they usually like kind of leave your life naturally, and you naturally get like someone else in your life. Like people come and go from your life pretty divinely and divine timing. They stay as long as they're supposed to. You have some people in your life who are going to be in your life forever, and can sustain you and you them emotionally, energetically, really well. It's good back and forth. You have people who mentally stimulate you. You have people who tell you that they love you and appreciate you. Like you get a lot of good feedback back from people. People compliment you and tell you how they like you all the time, how they respect you, or how well you do your work, or how well you handle connections or a relationship or your day-to-day life. You have people who constantly compliment you. You have people who always show up when you need a friend. And you have a solid family or friends that are like family in your life or both. And if you don't feel like you have these things, like you will soon, or you're in a transitionary period, or you definitely have in your past. Like I feel like past, like you've had good connections in your past and in the future. Maybe things have gone awry here and there with relationships, but mostly anytime that you needed good people in your life, you had them. You've always had like people you can find or rely on or trust, even if it's just one or a few in your life at all times. You've been very blessed in that way. And I think you know it and acknowledge it. Even if you have outgrown a lot of them, you appreciate what they gave to you in that time. Like you understand how lucky you were. I feel like people have like kind of have thrown you like surprise parties, or gotten you like really pay attention, like remembered your birthday, or there's people who again like compliment you all the time or tell you how great you look or how well you're doing in life and at work or with people. Like I feel like you're someone who always gets nice compliments or acknowledged and noticed, and like people want to be around you. People want to be your friend. People want to be in your inner circle. Okay, so the thing here is physical. The physical life. Let's see. What is closing out of your life for good? So is it location or environment? Magician. It has to do with it, but there's something about like where you are is good, or something about like where you came from is really good. But there is like seems to be like kind of some sort of change happening or transformation. Your physical home, the sun, yes. Money and material things, the chariot, wow. Okay, and then your physical body. The strength card. Okay. That's where the main change is happening, is like your physical body, but it seems like your entire physical life is changing completely. There's things that are changing for the better that will never go back to where it was. And that is your location and environment. So I do feel like you're manifesting like the ideal location for you, at least at this time. With the Magician card, it's the number one card. So like I feel like wherever you're being led to next is exactly where you're supposed to be. I do see you kind of moving in the future or being guided to another location in the future, but as of now, wherever you're going is like where you're supposed to be right now in terms of your location and your environment. Because I do feel like with your home, again, like I feel like you're going to like the most optimal home for you right now, which is kind of, I'm hearing it's kind of crazy because I feel like you could only dream of a location and a home this perfect. So I feel like you're being really, really gifted. Like the divine is like really gifting you the perfect place to kind of be physically, like beyond your wildest dreams, like so perfect, so perfectly curated for you and your needs and your energy. It's mind blowing for you. And even your money and material things are getting a huge glow up, and they will continue to just keep getting better and better. So I feel like all these things are taking off and happening for you right now. So your physical energies are changing completely. But for your body here, we have the Strength card in reverse, and that's kind of interesting. Why is the Strength card in reverse? And then we have the Emperor and the Home in reverse. What is this in regards to health and physical looks? Okay, so you moving to this new location is going to drastically change your health, and you've desperately needed that change. Then why are all these people in your life? Death and work. Okay, so although you have a lot of good people in your life, your connections with them are going to transform. So for example, if you have like a solid group of friends in your local area, you might continue being friends with them, but at a distance, just because I do feel like you're going to be moving, or maybe you're moving not too far away, but like they're going to become like they're going to go from like being your daily friends that you see almost every day or on a regular basis to someone that you see once a week, once a month, maybe once a season. So they'll still be a good friends, but like the dynamic and the relationship, the connection itself is going to go through a transformation. Again, always still positive. For example, if you kind of live with around your family or friends that are like family to you, I do feel like you have a really solid family. Pile 6, you have a really solid group of people who are your bloodline family or your chosen family. It doesn't matter, like they're solid and they're good, and I feel like you're good with them now. But like it's just the dynamic is just gonna change, because I feel like you're gonna have to like move for work or something like that, or your family may understand that you need to make this change for work. At least that's how they're gonna understand it the best. But what you're really moving for is your health. I feel like you can be extremely like healthy and extremely more positive in your mindset and your emotions if you kind of align to this perfect place. I don't think anything is wrong with the place you're living now. Let me see that for sure. Yeah, the Sun card again. Yeah, I feel like wherever you were living, like it served its purpose, but you're now moving into another perfect home. So pile 6, like I feel like whether you were so in love with your current place of residence or feel like it, let me get another confirmation. Feel like you've tried to make the best of your current living situation, and it's no longer kind of being that like inspirational energy that you once used to be. I feel like you're going to the next inspirational spot. And the thing is, your health is going to so vastly improve. And even if you're a healthy person now, I think like this new environment and home is going to catapult you into like the stratosphere, like to a level of your health that you've never had before. Again, I'm getting like you're going to look younger, and you're going to look, you can definitely look fitter than you've ever been. no matter what age you are in. And your physical looks is going to definitely extremely change because your health is going to vastly improve. So I do feel like wherever you're going, it's going to give you the time and space and the good energies and the good scenery around you, the good vibes around you, to live your best life by getting as healthy as possible, and healthy in terms of what resonates with your body, to be able to consume things that are good for your energy, to have connections around you and opportunities and activities that like resonate with you so fully. And so your health is going to so radically change that it's actually going to change your physical looks. You're going to look so good, better than you ever have in your life. I feel like you're like, I've been healthy, I've been looking good, I've had good people, I've had good homes, but it's like this is on another level. Politics, like a stratosphere. Like, it's not the next level up, it's multiple levels up. Is this home and living situation, which is going to drastically change your health and also drastically positively change your physical looks. Even if you like the way that you look now, even if you feel like you're healthy now, and even if you feel like you like are good with the home that you live in now and the environment that you're in now, this is like level 11. This is a level 111, like far past what you were thinking for yourself. I'm getting it comes with like what you deserve. I feel like because like you're like, you want to live your best life. You want to help others with work. I just found these cards. I don't know what the High Priestess and the Fool card. You want to live your best spiritual life, and I feel like you're gonna get it. Like, and that spiritual life is just being like your best life. Like, it's just like doing things that resonate with you, living your life in the way that resonates with you. Maybe you are someone who likes to eat healthy, but just never had the right produce around you in your local supermarkets. Maybe you want to be someone who like enjoys jogs and swimming in the water, but then never lived near water. Or I apologize, my camera turned off for a second. Which is like kind of like a huge indication of how different your life is going to be, just because your physical body and your physical like looks change. Like, it's going to be a physical representation of what you've done internally. And I think you worked on so much of your life internally, getting to love what you do, getting to love the people that you have in your life, getting to like, getting to a good place and with a lot of things in your life, that this is like the final cherry on top for you, politics, where you get the best you've ever looked and the healthiest you've ever been. And that's going to like change so much of what you choose to take on in the next chapter, We have the fish here, which is finances, wealth, abundance. So yeah. With health comes wealth. So you're going to be very, very wealthy as well. I feel like whatever you do for your wealth is going to be connected to your looks and your health. If you figured out, if you unlock the key to health or looking good in a way that other people haven't, I mean, that's a huge industry in itself. But if you kind of find like a theme, like something that like could help people who maybe have your type of background or your type of experience or your type of preferences with health or eat food or looks, like you're going to kill it in that market, politics. And it's just like you're really good with people. So like I feel like you're going to do really well in this business if you choose to go into that business or be a part of another person's business, because you have that connection. Like, you're able to draw in people who are like you. You're just good with people naturally, with connection. So you're gonna see. I saw famous, the word famous. So like I do feel like you're gonna have like fame is gonna be definitely a part of this. It doesn't have to be like fame if you don't like to put your face out there for work or whatever. Like be like a social media person. I do feel like you're just kind of gonna be popular amongst friends and circles around you. It just comes with the territory. You look good. You're healthy. You have exuberate. You have exuberant energy that you just exude, I was trying to say the word exude, but exuberant came out. I'm like, that kind of applies too. Yeah, you have this kind of like really strong life energy, and people are drawn to it. So whether you like to be kind of more private or don't mind kind of being in the limelight for a little bit, like you're people are going to be drawn to you even more than they already have. Pile 6, okay? So what is ending for you for sure in your life, or you're never going to deal with again? If you had any financial problems, that is in the past. I feel like you make friends wherever you go, but I do feel like you're going to be friends with more people who are like you. You're definitely not going to have to struggle with health. In terms of like long-term things, long-term health issues, really, anymore. And if you ever had struggles with the way that you look, that's not going to be, that's an issue in the past. You're never going to feel bad about the way you looked ever again. You're going to be so healthy that you're going to look great without makeup or expensive clothes or jewelry and watches and, nice shoes or anything. Like, you're going to look good. You're going to look expensive in anything you wear. Like, even if it's a trash bag, like, people are going to make that a statement. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to really look, like, really love how you look just naturally. You're going to be really, really confident. People are going to pick up on that. So you can have a lot of sexual energy, but also a lot of friendly energy as well. So you're going to do well with a lot of people like you always have. But I feel like you fixed a lot of connections, and now the people that kind of come in are going to resonate with you more. And I'm getting it's like a kind of a little bit of like a facelift on your social life. Like the people who are going to kind of connect to you, whether it's business related or in terms of the friendship groups that you form, like they're all going to have like a part of you. They're going to all kind of resonate with you in some way. Master of Lightning, which is the King of Wands, leadership. Like, you're going to be like, whether you want to be or not, like, you're going to be the popular one in the group. People want to hang out with you. People want to see like when you can hang out, what you want to do. They're going to like schedule around you because you're the one who they want to hang out with and see and be with. And it just comes with the territory, like, to be having that natural charm, charisma, and ability to connect with everyone. And I feel like you've connected with people, even people who are different from you in your last chapter. And so you're going to find that you're going to attract a lot of people in general, but like more people who are like-minded. All right, pile 6. So yeah, you're wrapping up a time in your life where you couldn't just focus on your health and your body and your looks, and you're going to be able to do that. And it sounds superficial, but there is like a divinity in beauty. There's a divine energy in beauty and feeling good with how you look and feeling healthy. Like, there's a strong divine energy and personal power that comes from that. And I'm not talking about going to the extremes with all these surgeries and extreme workouts and extreme diets and stuff like that. I mean, like, something that resonates with you. Finding that and really going with it, because you're going to help other people with similar things, is the key to the next chapter, pile 6. Is there like a time frame? I mean, we could do it really quickly. If you pick one of these crystals, the sodalite or the clear quartz or the red calcite, when is this kind of happening for you? Sodalite people, you can pause here if you need more time, but sodalite people, I'm going to go through this real quick. Indecision is causing delays. So what indecision in terms of receiving an opportunity or offer? I feel like there's like a opportunity here for you. Queen of Oracle of Gems, practicality. I feel like there's like a offer maybe in work, or maybe in terms of a relationship, or maybe in terms of something else with health or money, finances. And I feel like you're kind of looking at it like, I don't know if I love this so much, but it'll be good for you. But you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to be in a relationship with this person, or be in this friend group, or if I want to do this job, or if I want to move here, or if, I want to stick with this exercise or routine or diet or whatever like that. But like, it's good for you. It resonates with you. It's good for the long term. And Spirit is saying, like, I feel like you will like it in time. It's like something that kind of catalyzes this change, this move. So there's a decision in your life that is going to help you move forward to the next thing, even if you're not so in love with it. And if you want to move on from it in the future, you can. But like right now, it is the opportunity that is going to help you move forward. And if you do that, things will start happening pretty soon. But I do feel like it's like evening. So like end of the season. So if you are, whenever you're watching this, if you're at the beginning of a season, it's going to happen at the end of the next season. If you're at the end of the season, it's going to happen before the end of the next season. So like, I'm getting this energy of by the end of the season, if not this one, then the next 2 or 3 seasons. But it's kind of like up to you. That's why it's like kind of like it could be the end of this season, or it could be the end of the next season, or the season after that. It depends on when you're ready to get your butt into this opportunity that's like going to help you move into the next thing, even if it's like not your favorite thing. It's the opportunity that you will like over time. Yeah. This is the opportunity that you might like over time, or you'll just look back and be like, oh, this is the thing that started me. Even if I didn't like it, like I wasn't obsessed with it at that time. It might be something you become obsessed with over time or interested in, or it could be something that just like kind of pushes you into the next thing that you are interested in. So just letting you know that. And then the Smokey Quartz, if you picked that. Next to new moon. So a month, could be a couple of weeks, 2 to 4 weeks from now. This opportunity comes in. We have the Ace of Cups, which is rebirth. We have all these cups energy. So I do feel like there's a new energy, new connection that comes in. Soul friend and family. I feel like it's like one connection that brings you into a whole group of few or several people who connect with you. And so that is going to be what what kind of starts this for you is connecting with this new soul family or friends. And it starts with one person particularly that it kind of introduces you to more people. And that's going to help you kind of move into this new direction. What is it going to move for you specifically? Mountain, and then this card fell out. The Novice of Raindrops. I forget if that's like the knight or page. I think it's the page. Page of Cups, and then we have the Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. And then the Mountain. Obstruction, challenge. Yeah, I do feel like that you might be kind of like, I want to do this, but I need like a push, and Spirit brings in a push for you. And it's people who help you kind of get over the hurdle, whatever the hurdle is, in order for you to kind of move into this new place that will radically change your health. And, you know, there might be just a lot of trails there, or people who do the same type of outdoor activity or sport as you, or same kind of lifestyle, or, you know, kind of that thing. So, like, that's kind of what I'm seeing. So when you see it, you'll know it, you'll recognize it. And then for our pile, red calcite, when is this happening for you? Time is frozen. Why is time frozen? Action, action, action. Look at all these 8 of lightning. So things are happening really fast. So I feel like Spirit is kind of keeping you where you are right now, because there's so much changing on an energetic level. And so they kind of need to bring the energy in before you make the physical move. The Tower in reverse, yeah. Which for me always meant like an auspicious kind of change. So I do get like, don't worry, Spirit is taking the wheel on this one. You just have to kind of just deal with the energetic changes that are happening for you. And then when it's time, you're going to be just catapulted. You're just going to go. You're going to know when to go. This opportunity is just going to magically appear. So for you, red calcite pile, it's an energy of just needing to stand still while the energy changes. And then all the physical changes are going to happen at once for you. It might be a little bit overwhelming. Neighbor, someone that's close by. Yeah, I feel like someone around you is ready to kind of give you this opportunity or give you this idea or something like that. Could be a coworker, a neighbor, or a family member or something like that. But it's already ready, set to go. But that's why you're being held back, because you're ready to go. But like this, this opportunity is ready to go, but you're not energetically. So they're waiting for you to get energetically on the same page. 7 of Lightning, defense, yeah. It might be just kind of raising your frequency. That's kind of come up in a few piles where it's just like, yeah, as soon as you're ready, you're going to raise your frequency, and then all this stuff is going to happen. So if you're kind of just letting yourself go through like whatever feels you're going through, and that is accompanied by whatever you're indulging in, and as soon as that passes and you're ready to go, this is going to come through. All right, Pile 6, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like, a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Pile 7. With the Lapis Lazuli, we're looking at what is closing out of your life for good. Okay, so I'm going to go into a kind of a general energy and then more specific as Spirit guides us. I try to focus on one main energy, but a few might come up. Okay, so does it have to do with your spiritual life? Yes. Does it have to do with your emotional life? Yes. Does it have to do with your mental life? Yes. And does it have to do with your physical life? Absolutely. Wow. Pile 7. This is the first pile where I had all 4 major arcanas, which is the guideline I kind of use to see where Spirit wants us to focus on, but they're saying everything. I kind of prepared for this just in case I need to go into more than one area. But for each of the piles, I kind of only went into one of these areas. But for you, Pile 7, I'm going to go into all of them because it seems like a major life change in all areas. Look at these. All of the major arcanas came out in reverse, which for me means something big, powerful changes are happening right now in your life, right this second. Massive, huge in every area, Pile 7. That is crazy. Okay, so let's look into spiritual first. Okay, self-care, self-love. Elder of Pentacles, you're good with that. You're good at taking care of yourself, setting up boundaries, getting rid of negative self-talk, which is great. What about happiness and gratitude? 6 of Swords in reverse. I feel like you know what makes you happy, and like you're normally grateful, but you understand if something isn't like making you like if something isn't like gonna be long-term sustainable happiness, like you know to walk away from it. So you're good, which is hard for people to do. People are kind of hoping like this will make me happy again, or you know, they are short-sighted and they can't see like the long-term potential of a situation. You can. So you're kind of like really good about that. Like if I have to walk away from something, even though it makes me happy now, long-term it'll be better for me. You're able to do that. You have the willpower, the courage to do that, the strength. Okay, purpose and alignment. 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so positive changes. There's small positive changes happening in your life purpose. So you are kind of changing your soul missions. You are kind of changing into something else. I'm not getting it's like a drastic change like for some other people's life mission, but I feel like your life purpose is changing enough where it's going to be a little bit like it's going to be noticeably different than what it was before. And then lessons and cycles. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. There's something wrapping up in terms of work in your career. I feel like something that you've been doing for work and career, it's like you've done as much as you could in that. And that's why I do see the change in life purpose. I do feel like no matter where you are in your career or your life purpose is changing enough where it's going to be different. Like whatever you were doing for work before, it's going to be different than that. It might be similar, but it's going to be like a different like field or different like department or different like area. It might be still under the same umbrella, but like a little bit, it's a different path is what I'm getting. Okay, so spiritual, they just kind of wanted me to, I guess, check in, but like mainly you're good. I think they just want to like kind of let you know like you're solid with your self-love, self-care, happiness. You know when to leave if it's not going to be stable long term or good for you long term. And work and life purpose are changing slightly. Okay, and then in terms of emotion, so the people in your life, connections. So romantically, Eight of Wands. Like love is coming in if you're single, or your relationship is changing drastically if you're in a partnership. But like positively, I'm getting. This is family. I feel like there's an energy of like you're closing out a family cycle to start a new one. So like I feel like you're either good or good with how you're left your family dynamic. So it's either in a good place or you left at a place where you're finally good with it. And so you're ready to start a new kind of family dynamic. And that kind of makes sense with this like partnership energy changing. So like a new partner coming in or your current partnership changing to the next level really quickly, but positively. Okay, and then friends, Ten of Swords. Okay, I feel like you've had a lot of difficulty with friendships, and I do feel like that's gonna be something that changes soon. Okay, this card wanted to come up. Explore, adventure, curiosity, finding. I think you're gonna be really like tuning into people who are on the same level as you. I feel like you've been searching for like friends who resonate with you now, and that's really really hard because who you are now is very specific, very particular, and very powerful. I do feel like you're gonna get people who can kind of give to you a little bit more, because I feel like you're around people who can't give to you at all. And I feel like that's gonna sustain you for a little while. So I feel like in this next like upcoming cycle, like I do feel like you're gonna meet with people who could at least like give energy back to you or inspire you and motivate you or give back to you, because I feel like you're around people now who can't really. And then people around you. Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's a huge change coming in terms of people in your life. You can see this whole like connections to people, like closing out family to start your own family, partnership coming in, friendship, like finding people who can give to you at least a little bit rather than nothing, which you've been getting recently. And then completely, I feel like you're disconnected with a lot of people. And I feel like you're getting like a whole batch of new people. So I do feel like this energy of like you might be around new environments and new people, which might have to do with like a change in job or change in location for you, pile 7. Okay, so let's go into mental. So your goals, your plans, and your goals. 3 of Swords. I feel like your plans and goals are going to completely change. It just feels like your whole life is going through changes. So even the plans that you had for yourself are going to completely change. What you thought you were going to be doing this year, you're going to be doing something completely different. Like obviously still meaningful and like big, but like I think it's going to be it's going to take you a second to realize, like to be like, oh yeah, okay, my old dreams are gone, my old goals are gone. I'm going to take on these new dreams and goals or plans or whatever, you know? New opportunities, new ideas. 10 of Pentacles, yeah. Whatever's coming in that's new, so much better. You're like, yeah, this is way better than what I had planned for myself. I am so like I feel like you're someone who has a good head on their shoulders and like comes up with good plans for yourself, good goals for yourself. But what comes in, this new idea, is like so far superior and better than like anything that you were planning for yourself before. They're like, yep, I'm ready to scrap the old stuff. Like, let's go with the new stuff, okay? It's gonna make you abundant in everything and all. That's why like everything in your life is changing, because this new idea that comes in or a new opportunity or life path far superior, and you're all in, you're all on board. Okay, communication and opportunities. 5 of Swords. Yeah, Communication and opportunities. I feel like you're going to be stopping to talk to like a lot of people. It's kind of like you have to kind of stop talking to people from your past, or stop talking to, like, stop thinking about too much of like your old job or your old place in order to kind of really let the new sink in, or like anchor in. So there's this energy of kind of like separating yourself from the old in order to kind of fully let in the new. And then lastly, for mental is conflict and solution. Child of Pentacles. You don't really have any big conflicts or that you have to kind of think about right now. Anything that little that pops up, you're able to kind of figure out a solution. So if anything, there's like little things, but you're able to figure it out. So there's no like big conflicts on your mind, and that's good. Okay, so in terms of physical energies, location and environment, I'm doing this reading completely different than the other piles, but I'm being guided to. So Guardian of Wands, Queen of Wands. So I feel like you're going to be guided to go somewhere where you're definitely going to have better energy. You're going to feel more vivacious. You're going to feel more seen, more yourself, and more, you're going to feel better about yourself. So wherever you're going next, because I do see work and I do see like everything is changing. New people come into your life. I do feel like it's like a new environment. So Queen of Wands, we're going to be led to the right place. Home. 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to get like under the 10 of Pentacles, like you're going to be able to make your current home exactly how you want it to be. Maybe you want to renovate. Maybe you want to upgrade. Maybe you want to move to the house down the street that like had everything that you ever wanted. Or you're going to be moving into your perfect home. But I do see something about like perfect home, like moving into or improving your home to exactly how you wanted it. Okay, and then money and material things. The Empress in reverse. I feel like you're already abundant. Okay. What is this energy coming in? It's a matching energy. Siblings, yeah, matching energy. You're going to get, someone's going to come into your life that kind of is on the same wavelength as you. So whether this is through work, which is most likely for most people, like you're going to find someone who's like the perfect business partner, or someone to start a business with that's on the same page as you. A collaborative type of energy, maybe a husband, wife type of energy, a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend who can help you kind of succeed in your career and you them. Maybe in the same industry. Maybe you just kind of know how to support each other. It could be a platonic friend that just you guys are just on the same vibe. You can support each other in work or work together, collaborate together in whatever you're doing for work. I do feel more of like a business partner type of energy. Okay. And then body, which is just going to double your abundance. It's going to double the amount that you can bring in and, you know, expand your abundance. More than double, because like when two people come together that are on the same page, it's like 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2, it equals 3. Okay. It's the sum of its parts kind of thing. Okay, 2 of Pentacles for the body. I feel like your body is just kind of like keeping up with the changes, but it's I feel like as you upgrade in your energies, like your body upgrade. Like for example, if you get more money, you're able to do more relaxing and healthy services for yourself, your body, get better food, or be able to hang out more, have more time to hang out with more friends, or like whatever it is. Like your body is like keeping up with like all the positive changes that you're making in your life. So there was a lot here. Okay. Pile 7. It seems like everything is changing for the positive, and I feel like it's rooted in heart, love, romance. So I do feel like it's a partner coming in that kind of changes how you do everything. And I do feel like you change your home, you change your environment, you change your work. A whole overhaul, I'm hearing. So everything comes in when this like life partner comes in, and that makes sense because you guys really trust each other, honor each other, want to help each other, get inspired by the other person to help with your own visions and goals. You're really a collaborative, like really like solid team, and that can radically change your life in a positive way, and then also get you guys started on like bigger goals or more accurate goals to who you guys are now, individually and mutually together. So there's something about the partnership. The partnership is what changes everything. Coming in, yeah. It could be a business partnership. Your partner can be your life partner. Romantic partner could be also your business partner. It could be two different things. Let me get a clarification on that. Is that like one or more? I do feel like you get the two mirrors in life. So you get your life partner, and you also get like a platonic soul friend type of energy. That kind of mirrors you in a different way. Okay, so that's happening. So I do feel like you get maybe more than one type of partner come into your life. Any more than that? Curiosity, transportation. Not right now. Celebration. I feel like you're just kind of happy. Like these one or a few people that come into your life are like enough to kind of catalyze big, profound changes immediately, right? Okay, so yeah, so one to four people maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna do some timing cards. Let's see, lepidolite, sodalite, hematite. So if you want to know kind of a timing of when this person or changes start happening, can be for you. You can pick a crystal. You pause right here if you need more time. I'm just going to go through them real quickly. It's kind of fun and interesting to listen to all of them so you can kind of get the difference, but whatever you want to do. Okay, so if you picked the lepidolite next summer, but it came out in reverse, so it's this summer. So if it hasn't already been summer for you, that summer. So the next coming summer is like when it's happening. So if you're in summer right now, it's right now. If you pass summer where you're living, it's the upcoming summer. And if you're in the year before the summer has arrived, then that summer is when it's going to come. But it's in reverse, so like also it could come a little bit before. And is this a business, a partnership, or food, farming, collecting, growing? Okay. There's an emphasis of like long-term growth. Why is that important for you, lepidolite? 10 of Wands, burden. Okay, so I feel like this person that comes in, they automatically kind of take over or help you immediately, at least with 50%, if not higher, of all your daily responsibilities and burdens. So whether it's like getting groceries or cooking meals or taking care of the kids or whatever it is, bringing in the income, like it, like kind of, it vastly improves your day-to-day like responsibilities when it comes to like needs, survival needs, and responsibilities and burdens immediately. This person knows what's going on and they help pretty quickly. Does this person come in sooner or later? I'm getting end of February. They probably already came in at the end of February, or they will at the end of February before the summer and lunar eclipse, or around the time of a lunar eclipse. So that person could greatly improve the quality of life immediately. Is this your person? Queen of Swords, perceptive. 9. I feel like this person is able to see you on all levels and able to see life on all levels. And so when this person comes in, you're gonna know. You're like, yeah, this is the person who's gonna help me shape my life and profoundly change my path in a very positive way. Anything more about this person? Lily, old soul, and they're very mature and virtuous. So if that makes sense, it could be any time between like end of February, mostly March, into the summertime. Okay, so sodalite pile. Let's see. One is this person coming in for you and some information about how they come in or about the person themselves. Tomorrow looks promising. So it could be literally tomorrow or like anytime soon. And their energy is personal project. I saw a proposal. So I feel like this person comes to you with an offer and like a legit offer, like almost immediately. 2 of Cups, partnership. They come in with like, I want to be your partner and this is like my plan. This is what I want to happen. Like, what do you think? What do you want to collaborate on? Like, do you agree? Writer, passion. This person comes in, like they know what they want and they take it. And so this person is like, yeah, it's supposed to come in any moment. Late morning for me is usually around the like March, April, May time frame. Before that, so like maybe like March, April, beginning of May. But yeah, this person, when they come in, they know what they want. They know they want you. They know they want to have a relationship with you, and they start making plans. They want to see what your ideas are, how you want to collaborate. They're not waiting around trying to figure out what to do. They know they want you, and they know they want this life. They're gonna fight for you, and they're gonna show you they're gonna show you what they got, the ideas they got for the potential future you two could have. Okay, and then lastly is this hematite. Amazing chemistry, terrible timing. So I do feel like this is someone who you may have had amazing chemistry with, but it was just like the wrong time. Or this is someone who comes in and it's just like, wow, like both of us are aligning it perfectly. Like we're both not with people right now. Like we're both thinking about going towards this next goal, maybe thinking about moving or changing jobs or something at the same time. And it's just like, wow, like I found someone who is exactly where I am, ready to do what I want to do next in life with me. So it's either one or the other. It could be someone from your past who is like great person, wrong timing, or someone who comes in who's just exactly in the right spot, that you are so perfectly aligned that you guys know that you're meant to take the next steps together. A new crush in the sin reverse. I do feel like this is someone that you know or that you kind of had a crush on or kind of liked in the recent past. 5 of Gems. Need. What is this need in regards to? Star, inspiration. I feel like both of you are kind of at a place where you guys are like hit the height of your life alone right now and could really benefit from a partnership in every area of your life. Like you'd benefit from a partnership at work in terms of personal family goals or personal goals, or with health, or with like home goals, like anything like that. Like I feel like both of you recognize like, okay, we've come as far as we can individually. It'd really benefit to be with this person or another person not at this time. So that's kind of what I'm getting. But in terms of time frame, 1, yeah, it's literally gonna come in any second. Again, any moment. 0 point, yeah, it's literally here. This person is here. Can we get a little bit more about this person? Side project, hospitality guest. I feel like the both of you might kind of take up maybe like a side gig together. And you might spend some time together just kind of working on this side gig while you guys kind of figure out your life stuff, bigger life stuff. So you guys might both work on something on the side. So you guys might be living together for a short period of time in order to help each other with one project, or help both of you with your individual project. So I feel like the two of you come together because it's like, hey, we would really benefit if we did this together at this time. And then it expands into something more, you know? Big life relationship stuff. So it could be that both of you kind of come together and be like, might have to like kind of shack up for a little while in order to work with something. You help them with something, they help you with something. Or maybe you guys see each other a lot in your homes in order to work on something, or work on a business where you're kind of in the same location or area for a long time, even if it's for a short period of time, this short side project, side gig, whatever, in order to kind of do this, get through this period of time together. And you end up finding out that like spending time together, that like you guys are really good for each other in the long term, and that's what ends up happening. You guys kind of start to plan for the future together with a short side gig or short time that you spend together in the same location, or frequently in the same location, or at this workplace together. All right, Pal 7, so everything is changing for you. And what's closing out is kind of how you did everything in your life before. Like big chapters, like everything in your life is changing so drastically that you're going to really recognize that like things are completely different in your life than they were before. How you've done things in your life before, that's what's closing out. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like, a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. I wish you much love and light.